It's me. There's no purple light because I know because I forgot to charge it, and I just remembered about 10 minutes ago. So we're not getting a purple light until later, and I apologize for that. Also, I was late because my brother called me and said, "Hey, I need you to DD me on Thursday." Because I want to go to the bar with my friends. I know, my room has never been this bright on stream before. Don't worry, it will soon be dark. But, he said that I needed to DD him on Thursday, and I said okay. And we were working out the details, and then he called me again and said never mind. So then all the details could get erased. So that's what I've been up to. But hello everyone. Sorry for once again, my messy dresser back there. Haven't gotten that. Have you seen Project Hail Mary in cinema yet? I have not, but I really want to because... Sorry, the music's really loud. Because... I really like... Sorry, before... Love the Eyelashes. Thank you! I really want to see it. I like when... This is like a very random point, like plot point, but... I really like when characters have like the exact opposite gendered name that they usually would. I like the male character is named Grace. I don't know if that's his last name or his first name. I just like it. I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. That is such a cool character name for a guy. That is awesome. Anyways, Grace's surname. Well, I like it. I enjoy that he goes by Grace. Oh crap, I forgot. I gotta pull myself up here. Yeah! Let me do a dance real quick. Let me do a little dance. Let me do a little jig all across the screen. And then I can go up here. Awesome. I feel with wee-wees, peepees, and threepees. I'm not... Oh, just continue. Phew. I'm not on that side of TikTok. I haven't been active on like TikTok a ton. Usually I would go through TikTok like 6 hours every day. But... Oh, I'm gonna need to put my hair up because I'm already starting to sweat because I'm nervous. Hold on, I gotta grab my thing. Okay, sorry. The decision you made in episode 3 bears heavy physical consequences, and a visual reminder of those consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. Awesome! You can reduce the intensity of this visual reminder or remove it entirely at any point in the preferences. Not so used to so much natural lighting in Kayla's Goon Cave. I know, I never get natural light. It's really weird. Would you like a recap before starting episode 4? Just recap episode 3 for me. Give me a little rundown real quick. There are 2 of them now, and that's mommy. That's the mommy. I went to your glass house. Asshole squatter moved and kicked Dustin mom out. Awesome. As you are ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, okay, of course, before you go, I heard what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Alright, awesome. Wanted some new blood recently. Of course. Of course, if you would like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're K-Cores, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. Yeah, I saw what happened. It was really bad. Tabitha stops in front of a small house at the quiet hill just off Main Street. This guy's owned most of the houses here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know. Alright, understood. Susan pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pocket. She picks the one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Go on in, don't worry, it's empty. Alright, and then we obviously, the mayor and Gretchen, this little dog, have some beef going on. Not sure what that is all about. Oh, and then the lovely pastor. The lovely pastor, before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike this man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it your cake horse? Everyone's just been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. You know what? I'm going to close that door. And then we get to this poor, tortured artist. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyways, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately and haven't been cleaning much. Yeah, you know what? She's definitely, like, poisoning him or doing something to make him so ill. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother's perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly's eyes, all of you, with sharp, fierce gaze. So we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while K-Chorus is still in town. Oh, we'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. That bugs me that he calls his mother Doc. So that just brings me more to the conclusion that there's some weird dynamic going on here. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends has deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom. Just to have friends out. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. And how ironic this only happened right after she served the food. Interesting. Hey, you're just in time. We're leaving situated in the back room. Like, this is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. Now she's amputated. Awesome. Oscar and Kanika startle as this door swings open. Seems I just made it. I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Whoa! This is where I've seen it appears at the top of the stain! Yeah, I'd say that exactly looks like if I had any sort of assumption of where a ghostly entity would be, I would say right across a dark blood stain. That seems about it. I'm going for it. Alright. Well, oh, what about Gretchen? And we're in the freaky abyss. Wait, do you hear music? Movement stirs, a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention. Stella? There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Would you dress like Tabitha? Oh, I would totally dress like Tabitha. I love her. She's my favorite character. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. Oh, I forgot it was me that forfeited. And you know what? Why do I feel the need that I gotta forfeit this? I know I try to be a great person and all, but, why did is Stella dead? Stella's not dead. It's a mass, like, a weird, I don't know what this is. I think, like, a between realms, sort of, like a between realms. It was a huge mistake. You should have just let the ghost guy rot there. Bullshit. I hope I didn't come too late. Yeah, and how does she, like, just come here and everything stops? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. I know it should have been Tabitha. You must be joking. Take a step towards the light. I know, worst news, Stella is not dead. Someone's right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the light. I'm so sorry, Keikos. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight about what's happened to you, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, K-Course. Alright, awesome. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left. A grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Okay, but... You know what? Alright. Okay. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Why don't you do that? Because I love Tabitha, okay? I love Tabitha. I think Tabitha's a great cousin. And I'd die for her. You know what? I would die for her. So how about them apples? How about them apples? Or maybe things will only get worse from here. Alright, awesome. What? Am I gonna get possessed and freaking go crazy? That'd be... You open your eyes, it's a new day. Told you a stupid decision at the time, but I never get listened to. Hell, Kayla, I love you all, and I'll be on later tonight. I'm just getting some work done for an hour and a half. I wish you so well with your work. You just met her? Okay, I know that I just met her. Tabitha didn't need to give it either. You could both leave and let it be haunted. But then there's like an innocent kid and dad that then have to be put up with the whole shebang. And you feel like shit. In the bright morning light, you're finally able to take a stock of just how much the spirit took from you. You feel dulled, your bones creaky, your soul weighed down with the exhaustion of age. You know what? I don't care what happens to me. I did what had to be done. Who knows what would have happened if you had left that ghost behind to fester. It's not even their house. They can move. I feel like I did the right thing. The curses of this family will be lifted. And an involuntary shudder runs down your spine. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. It's not worth giving up your life. Hey! But then I could be the town hero. Hey, just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing a little better. I also wanted to ask, have you heard from Stella? You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. You know what? I'll text her. I'm kind of worried after you ran off last night. Text me as soon as you get the chance. You're not the town hero, you're the town chud. Be nice! Your message sits undelivered. Alright, let's call her. Hey, what's up? Ah, just kidding. Oh, I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It isn't actually me. Technology, huh? Anyways, leave a message or don't. I never check this thing. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. Alright, awesome! I haven't heard from her either. That's not good. You don't even live there? But wouldn't it be awesome if this entire town, like all their problems, just disappears because I did something really great for the town? I know we haven't exactly gotten along, but we should meet up in town and look for her together. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Let's visit Dustin! Yeah, but the Jors, they both have a bread now. Human is back. Smell old now. Oh, I smell old. Maybe changed mind about eating us. Could be the end of Dustin and Dustin Mom! I would never eat you. I love you. Dustin Mom know better than to trust. When push comes to shove, survival more important than friendship. Dustin Mom spent too much time outside. It different inside. There's enough bread for everyone here. No need eat friends. Dustin still have childhood innocence. Hope Dustin get to keep that innocence forever. So I guess your glass house still has that squatter? Tried to reclaim glass house last night, but asshole squatter too big and too strong. Dustin Mom stand no chance. Might have to live in Dustin house forever. You've been big and strong too. Probably more big and strong than asshole squatter. You fight to give Dustin Mom glass house back? You know what? Anything for you, Dustin. Squatter have sharp things on head. Human, be careful, but Dustin's mom would be eternally grateful to a human. This too! Alright, I should get going. Okay. Alright. I'll check the closet. Was it always? I feel like it's... There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long-dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Awesome. Just something to ball over for the rest of the day. I love Dustin and Dustin's mother. I do as well. I think they're also my favorite characters. Awesome. Into the shower. The musty. Hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, the shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, you... Think about the door on the clinic. You're still drawn to it even now. Maybe you're going back there today? Wait, I didn't read it all through. I didn't read it all through! I thought I just wanted to think about it. Crap. You know what? If I'm gonna die at some point anyways, might as well go into this freaking weird place. It's time to face your cousin. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. Oh, see, I feel bad for her. They're striking this week of all weeks. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Does it even matter how the strike plays out? Any resolution would merely treat the symptoms of the disease rotting the heart of Scarlet Hollow. For things to stand any chance of getting better, there's something deeper you still have to fully uncover. You know what? Let's talk about that strike. What's up? The strike is just a symptom of the rot in this place, Tabitha. If we don't treat the underlying disease, it won't matter who wins. Don't worry yourself about this little rabble. They won't last long, trust me. Do you know what the strikers even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them wore my shoes for a month, I'd be singing a different tune. Alright, you know what? Maybe that's why the dish are here. Those doughy things we saw in the library yesterday. Look, I get it. There's weird stuff happening right now, but let's not muddy something as mundane as a strike with the supernatural. They're two entirely different things. Usually I'm pro-union, but... Come on, your mom just died! Could they not, right now? Could they wait, like, 1 week? Sorry, I had a lot of blow nose. Oh. Sorry, lots of Epic Games requests. Alright, I understand outbound interviews out. Right? Let me get at least get her in the ground first. It's me, hyphen! But it's fine, I'm gonna sort this out. I just need to keep things together long enough for the mind to get back on its feet. Then everyone will be happy and we can all go back to normal. Although you probably should have seen this coming. You should say I didn't. It was never really a question of if, more of a question of when. Forgive me if I didn't expect them to walk out a few days before my mother's funeral. Couldn't even wait until Perlane was in the ground. Can we talk about the ghosts that we saw? Oh, sorry. What does that actually change about anything? You're Scarlet. You're probably going to die young anyways. And I still have a mind to run. Alright, wow. Awesome. I didn't think making a deal with a ghost would feel so physically bad. I thought I was making a metaphorical trade. Oh, you have no one to blame for this but yourself. I wanted to leave. You refused. Okay, I'm sorry. Normally per union Galen would be like, workers of the world unite from each according to their ability to each according to their need. You know what? I'd stand in line for everyone who just goes and make a deal with an angry ghost. Why would anyone do something like that? I thought I was doing the right thing! Jesus. I can't get a hold of Stella, by the way. Do you think she's good? How long has followers only mode been on? Oh, I have no clue. I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. If the mine's in trouble, we should just sell it. Sell the estate, get out while you still can. Top the bristles. I'm not giving up like that. This is Scarlet mine. I'm just gonna cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life one way or another. You should probably get going, right? Yeah. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. They always use that word. Is that like a huge word to use in the South? Like your birthday, Kayla. Oh, I think I'll say to Kayla stream. I'm sorry. Thank you, though. I will take that. Thank you very much. My bangs are very much banging, and also in a bun. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Hey, she changed her tune from "Don't get into any trouble" to "Let me know if you get into any trouble." Eee, she loves us. Ah, found family. Oh, I guess it's not found family. I guess it's just family. But whatever. I'm doing Black Ops 3 with my friends. I'm hearing you, but I'm not here. Good luck. I wish you good luck on your gaming adventures. Let's talk to Fur. Can you sniff me and see how old I am right now? No, c'est toi. C'est que Wait, there's something different with you. Has the years finally caught up to you? I made a deal with a ghost. I'm old now. Every day that we open our eyes, we are making deal with life. All of us are stones on this shore. Whether it's a little more each day by the relentless tides of time, we will all be ground to dust by an uncaring universe. But that is the beauty of life. I missed you last night. I miss you. That makes one of us. Alright, sorry. Do you know anything about the stone carvings scattered around town? I'm not here to be your commentator. She detective. Je suis un chat. I am here to watch you flail about in the darkness. I'm not here to provide answers to whatever mysteries confound your feeble American mind. You know what? Whatever. Nod respectfully. She scoffed her tail, twitching with annoyance, but you can sense she's less annoyed than she usually is. Maybe she's getting used to you. Yep. Bye. Good talk. She scoffed the turn away. Let's fuel up with a quick PB&J. The mayor kicked us off our farm? That's just not true. That's just not true. That's just not true. He would never. Whatever kicked out Dustin's mom is in the garden right now. You better look into it before you head into town. Alright. Anyone? Anyone here? Any hijinks? The air is chilly today. The overcast sky hanging oppressively over the weed-choked flower beds. Yep, nah, let's investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. It doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cutting some prickly raspberry bushes. Ooh! Entangled vines litter the ground around the ground house. The glass house, one could say. Yeah, makes sense. Glass house. You step towards the door. It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass? Yeah, let's try to talk to it. If it's an animal, let's try to talk to it. You know what? What are you doing in the greenhouse? Oh, I didn't even see that there. It's a deer. Human put me here. Can't complain. Pretty sweet digs, honestly. Stays warm and stays nice and warm, and there's plenty of eats too. What's your name? Goat. Oh, you're a goat. Okay. Did that human have a brown coat and big boots? Coat like what? Fur? Nah, not brown fur. Yellow fur. Just on top, like you humans. Don't know what boots are. Can't help you there. Alright, sorry. Where'd you come from? Farm. Used to live with other guys like me. Kinda miss them. But not that much. Don't gotta share anymore. Whoever you are, though, there's a possum that would like you to leave. She was here first. That's her house. Don't want to leave. I live here now. She can deal. Alright, well, let's examine that lock. Looks sturdy. You need some tools if you're gonna get this open. Maybe Stella Kanika could handle lend a hand later. Alright, I guess I'll leave it to it then. See ya. We're not. It's a wild world out there. Alright, so I guess we gotta see if one of our frenemies is fine. I hate Stella. I really don't care if she's dead. Hi, Cosmos! I really don't care if this freaking girl is dead or not. I mean, no, that's wrong. That's mean. I do care. The birds sound different today. Muffled, like your ears are full of cotton. Crap. 45 stream streak? That's like almost 2 months. Seeming to watch the color from the world. But you're adjusting. Already your body's starting to accept the change that has come over it. To accept this is how things will be from here on out. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line. A feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Shella. Ditching shouldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. As you continue to trek to town, you pause to stare at the mountain range beyond the holler, contemplating a world that is blissfully unaware of the dangers threatening the citizens of this tiny town. Yeah, that is beautiful. Although, I don't like that the corners of the screen are now riddled with rotten blood. That's probably not the greatest thing to be happening right now. The world outside feels less real with each passing day, as the strange reality of what's happening in Scarlet Hollow gently uproots what you've always taken to be the truths of our world. Your everyday worries seem distant, overshadowed by a fear and dread that hasn't stopped building up since the moment you stepped off that bus. Alright, awesome. Are you... Where are you going to? Are you going to a funeral or something? As long until your journey from the estate is over and you find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Hey, you made it. I still haven't heard from Stella, and I've already seen a bunch of those ditchling things scurrying around in broad daylight. I know my mom's they're harmless, but we should start looking for her. So how are you mentally? That's a great question. My concept of how the world works has been shattered. A little more each day, so that's cool. Every day I feel more and more like I need to get out of this town before it swallows me whole, but I also keep feeling that there are too many reasons to stay. Like, right now I can't leave until I know that Stella's okay. With her folks gone, the only people she has are her friends. And as her bestie, I can't let her go off running into the woods to get eaten by a big flipper. And my mom's just so chill right now, it's driving me nuts. Anyway, that's how I'm doing, probably about as poorly as everyone else who was at the library last night, except maybe Stella. I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. I need her to kind of shed some light on what's been happening. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today, and that she couldn't have told all of us last night. Maybe she's getting to read your fortune. I should probably stop making fun of her whole New Age mystic vibe. A lot happened in the a lot has happened in the past couple of days. Still, there'll be plenty of time for tea after we've looked for Stella. Do you have any leads on Stella? I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone else yet, so nope, none so far. She ran north last night, but that doesn't mean she didn't double back. I'm trying to not worry too much. It's possible she's safe somewhere, just not answering her phone. But I also don't want to bet on that. I was kind of surprised you reached out to me after all the issues between you and Tabitha. You sacrificed years of your life to exercise a ghost for people you haven't met until, what, 2 days ago? That kind of outweighs whatever ongoing feud I have with your cousin. I knew it! I knew it! I did the right thing! Actually, maybe I didn't do the right thing. God. And I'm also not going out there alone, because last thing I want is to go missing while looking for somebody who went missing. We do everything in groups from now on. So ghosts, huh? Yeah, ghosts. I don't know about you, but I'm currently staving off a massive existential crisis about the state of matter and what being alive means. Any idea why Stella was so upset? Being possessed seemed awful, but she's the only one who ran off. Could be a lot of things. She could have hit her breaking point stress-wise. She could have been horrified by meeting a ghost for the first time. She could have been struggling with what the ghosts did. But at the end of the day, I have no idea. We just have to find her and see if she wants to stop running away from it and finally just talk things out. You know what? I wonder if this means there's a heaven and hell. If there's an afterlife, we should probably figure out who was right about it, shouldn't we? Most cultures on Earth have some kind of ghost in their myth, so it could mean anything: heaven, hell, Hades, Valhalla, anything. A theory I've heard from people who believe in that sort of thing is that every now and then some particularly bad energy builds up in somebody that lingers after their death. So it could be that nobody's right, and ghosts are basically like the echo of someone screaming as they fall down the Grand Canyon. That, alright, thank you, Kanika. You are really, really awesome. Heaven is Kayla's stream, hell is Kayla. Hey! Not really a person, just whatever's left of one slowly fading away. Or maybe one of the religions with an afterlife is right, though who knows how you'd possibly narrow it down. And if you ask me, that just doesn't seem like something a person should know. Someone manning that general store. Mom and Miles can deal with it for another day when we go looking for Stella. This is important. Not that the store isn't, but if something happened to her, well, and I was spending my time minding the register, I don't think I could live with that. Alright, let's get started then. I don't know where, I mean, her house? Oh wait, you didn't, I thought you already went to her house! You didn't go to her house? I probably should have done that before getting to come all the way down here, but to be honest, I was scared of wandering off by myself just in case I run into any other horrors from beyond the veil. Are there pretzel bites in a hoagie? Oh my gosh, I freaking love pretzel bites. Please save one for me. It'd be great if this turns out to be nothing. She's just asleep in bed. Please, please, please just be asleep in bed! You make your way towards Stella's house. Knock, knock. It creaks open. Hey, that's not good, because if it creaks open, that means she didn't even lock her door last night. The interior is cold, and not just physically. There's an absence of joy in life that leaves only a chill behind. This is the ghost of an empty house. An empty house?! There's a sobering dread that comes with knowledge that your search won't end here. I don't sense anything supernatural here, but I don't really like the look of that. We should go in, right? Yeah, let's just go in. Because that would suck if she's, like, just ended everything. Whatever happened to Stella? It doesn't look like it happened here. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is a perfectly normal living room. No blood, no viscera, not even a tipped over lamp. That's good. Alright, what about the kitchen? Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. Awesome. Is Stella's kitchen normally this messy? I wouldn't call this messy. Stella's house has always felt a little sterile to me. This feels a little too lived in, if that makes sense. Okay. Though maybe that's just because I've only ever been over when she was already expecting me. Escaped her room. Oh my god, she's crazy. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. It's a little untidy. It's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. I'd better not hear a single comment about this room being messy. Alright, sorry. Let's just check her computer then. I'm not sure we should be snooping around on her computer. Is that an invasion of privacy? Well, what if there's a clue that we missed? Huh? What if we don't find Stella because we didn't snoop on her computer? Yeah, you know what? Blow Kanika up. Just for saying that. Just for saying that. Did you know that dust is sterile? It keeps everything and keeps all germs away. Do you believe me, Kayla? I believe anything you say. I believe anything that anyone says. So you can tell me that, and I'll just believe it off the rocks. Okay, fine, but I'm going to stand over your shoulder the whole time. Make sure you don't go looking for anything personal. I mean, wouldn't it be awesome if we find her, like, Tinder profile? Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There's simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor, and they overlap each other in a chaotic, multi-layered display. Let's check her search history. You check Stella's search history. She hasn't visited any websites since Tuesday night. If she came home after last night's incident, she didn't touch her browser. Her search history is almost entirely work-related. A furious series of queries for various monsters and cryptids that might fit the profile of ditchlings. That's that. Alright, what about her open tabs? It would take you all day to count the number of tabs open on Stella's browser. So numerous are her tabs you can see a single icon. A sea of rounded featureless triangles form on a Windows edge to Windows edge. Okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. Her most recently opened tab is a post on Uncle Carl's Big Flipper Farm, a forum for cryptozoology enthusiasts. The post in question is titled "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." Interesting. This is not a cool thing to do, Kayla. Okay, but if she's missing, I'm going through everything. Okay, let's. You know. Hey everyone, I was out chasing a skunk ape sighting the other day, and I found these weird little guys. My friend's mom says there's something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. Anyone have any good leads? Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Clean footage of some sort of cryptid nobody has heard of except for your friend's mom. The legit only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchlings, some city in England. Thought it was legit. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Since every low-budget horror movie started out doing guerrilla marketing, I smell an ARG. I'm serious. I've gotten a ton of extra footage. Look at what they've been doing to the animals in town. They're apparently some sort of bad omen, like Mothman. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. I believe you. Lucky you're falling right into her lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. If that continues in the next day. Okay, so 1, this isn't an ARG. I would never. And 2, you're not going to believe this, but we went into an abandoned mine last night to investigate things. I'm pretty sure we found some Tommy knockers. Listen to this knocking. We managed to catch on tape. It's a link to an audio file titled Tommy Knockers Real. Awesome. Just because you put the word real in your file name doesn't mean that they're real. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights. This is so fake. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. YouTubers are always going to sell out to big indie horror. This is kidnapped by aliens all over again. Also, LOL, doughy white things and now loud popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. You sell out to Pillsbury. Stop cyberling her or I'm gonna call the mods. Locking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. The thread ends. Ouch. Okay, I guess I've seen that. Well, that sucks. You know what? I love seeing someone's room for the chance to clean it up for company. It's a neat little snapshot, you know? Speak for yourself. The roles were reversed and I was missing and you and Sailor were poking around my room unannounced. I'd be completely mortified. We'll say that this is what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. Oh, she still does those corkboard with string things. She have putting these strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. Yeah, she looks freaking crazy. Kills a mean girl confirmed. I'm looking through her things to find out where she went. I would want somebody to do this for me. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find much else. Let's move on. Alright, great. So, her house is not... she's not in her house. Fantastic. I thought I was overreacting this morning. I thought she would have just been sleeping or in or something. I can't believe she's actually missing. We're going to the cops. I know they probably won't actually do anything, but we should see if we can get them to start looking for her before we go anywhere else. Yeah, we should make the police know. Oh! Holy... Sorry, that was an insanely, like, quick transition to where we're suddenly at the police station. Okay. The police station is exactly what you would expect from a town the size of Scarlet Hollow. It smells strongly of coffee and faintly of aged furniture and paper. And the general I have to go to the bathroom so bad. Give me a second. Okay. She's a gamer piss bottle. She doesn't have to leave. That sounds absolutely disgusting. I will never invest in that. Hey, Bodhi. Aren't you working right now? Freak? It's me! The General Titaness speaks of a department that doesn't get much of anything done. Alright, awesome. So they're not gonna... Why are you here? Sorry, I just noticed that he was here. But you're also not alone. You enter to find a worried bow standing between you and the officers behind the desk. Start day 40. The test subject maintains delusion of belief that they are an active live streamer on the platform Twitch, despite no evidence of internet connectivity, recording equipment, or audience presence. Further observation required. I'm observing. It's ridiculous. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Hold on. Let me get this right. You're trying to report a missing pumpkin? Big Betty wasn't just a pumpkin, Sheriff Ugby, sir. She was gonna be a prize winner. Raising her was the last thing me and my daddy did together. She's important to me. Are you sure it was Julius and not some enterprising bear that got a hold of it? Y'all know Julius thinks that land belongs to him. He probably thought Big Betty was his to take. He ain't coming to his door, so for all I know, he might be all the way to the state fair by now with our pumpkin. Ain't there something y'all can do about it? I'm afraid we'll need at least some kind of evidence to go on before we can go barge into a man's home, son. Well, why don't you see if you can find something a little more solid for us to go on? Then we can see about helping you out. Whoa there, what happened to you? It ain't polite to comment on appearances like that. Yeah, can you just be nice? Also, why is it really loud? Ghost turned me old. You know what? I don't want to talk about it. Pleading the fifth, I see. Now, I suppose you have to respect that. It's the law, after all. Okay, Stella ran off last night, and she's missing. She isn't home, and none of us have heard from her. She what now? Oh, that's just our Stella was running off. I wouldn't worry too much about it. She'll turn up. This is different, Earl. You know I wouldn't be up here bothering you if it wasn't important. And there are a lot of them things out there. Too many of them. Beau's right. She shouldn't be off on her own when there are so many ditchlings creeping around in broad daylight. Ditchlings? K-Course told me about them yesterday. They're them creepy little things that got my daddy. I called them last night too, since they've been coming up out of the woods onto the farm. I even saw some on my way here, plain as day. Oh, we've been getting a lot of call about those. I guess Scarlet has either been invaded by ghouls or we're all suffering from some kind of mass hallucination. I may have even seen one or two myself. All the same, I don't see what we're supposed to do about them or about Stella. She's a proud woman. If she wants to go off into the woods for a bit, we don't need to go after her like she's missed curfew. It's a free country. If there are critters bothering folks and stealing livestock, ain't y'all supposed to take care of them? Now, so we ain't animal control. We're the police. Are you kidding? This town doesn't even have an animal control department. Well, maybe you should get one. Did you manage to find your dad, Beau? Beau's stoic expression breaks. Oh. And for a moment, you could almost see tears forming in his eyes, but he blinks them away. Yeah, I found him. Oh. You're that Deputy Franklin? Sounds like you've got another report to close. Lucky me. I gathered what there was to gather. We're giving him proper burial in the family plot. It's been tough going, trying to dig the hole while the farm is crawling with those hairless things, but it needs to be done. You think they'll go back where they came from soon? Mama and me been trying to fight them since back as best we can, but it seems like there's more every minute. They will once they've had their fill of suffering. I don't much like the sound of that. Okay, but I'm sure things will go back to normal soon. I'm so sorry for everything you've had to go through. Also, what's this about a pumpkin? Seems Beau here misplaced a considerably large pumpkin. Have y'all heard a word I said? I didn't misplace Big Betty. She was stolen. And I know who done it, so I'd appreciate it if y'all would give Mr. Tremaine a visit and set things straight. And I'm telling you, we can't barge into your neighbor's house just because you want us to. What makes you think he stole it, though? Your pumpkin wasp nest, of course. 100 years of history here. He's been claiming Big Betty was his since day one. On account of it, he thinks it was planted on his side of the property. The Callaways and Tremaines have been at this a long time. They can never agree on whose land is whose. This isn't the first time we hear something like this, and we get our fair share of calls from Julius Tremaine, too. Why is this pumpkin so valuable? Me and my daddy put a lot of work on that pumpkin. She was near 2,000 pounds. A guaranteed blue ribbon. Naturally, our first question is how an old man like Julius Tremaine managed to move a pumpkin that size. Makes the whole story just a little difficult to believe. I don't know how Julius managed it, but I know it must have been him. He ain't even come to his door to answer for what he done. At the very least, he could give me seeds from what's left of her. Raising her was the last thing Daddy and me did together. I don't think he's asking you to, like, throw him in jail. Just go look into it. Keiko's right. I ain't asking for much. But if we went down that road, I'm sure Julius would come down here tomorrow, have a whole list of his own complaints, and all of them would just sound just as justified as yours. Sometimes it's best to let things work themselves out. But it sounds like Beau has a real case here. It's not like two neighbors having an emotional dispute. Property has been stolen. Couldn't you get involved on his behalf just this once after everything he's been through this week? You say that like this is the first time first time one of these feuding farm folk have come in about missing vegetables. We've heard it all. Kayak chorus? Alright. I heard a kayak, a big 2-liter bottle, so she doesn't have to get up and go to the bathroom anymore. I will not be releasing myself in anywhere but a toilet. I'm sure Beau here will be unsatisfied with whatever the legal system feels is punishment for stealing Big Betty. It doesn't matter what happens. If we do anything, Julius will be storming in here the next day with a complaint of his own. Heck, he'll probably come down here regardless. Yep, it'll be about a missing butternut squash or what have you, and he's made it into a soup on the Callaway side of the property line. Weird question. Are you guys a part of a cult, and that's why you guys aren't doing your jobs? The police officers stare at you perplexed. A cult? I don't think we have that sort of thing up here. We are doing our jobs. Just look at the Franklin back there. He's filing all kinds of paperwork pertaining to what just happened at the mines. You know, I can't say I appreciate your tone. Sounds like you're accusing us of some kind of indecency. What, do you think we go up to the hills and do seances and rituals and all that sort of thing? Get your head out of the clouds. Oh, looks like you guys are busy then. We'll be on our way. Awesome. Well, that was a total waste of our time. I hope Bo finds his pumpkin. Where to next? Alright, well, I guess we should go to Oscar. They're brave for sleeping in that house after everything we went through. I'd rather sleep in the woods with a ditchling than someplace that was that haunted. Alright, ring ring! No ghost, thank God. I was not up for an encore. I can't help but overhear the murmurings of an intense conversation among the mayor's office. Or rather, the murmurings of an intense animal conversation. Oh, let's see what's going on. I bet it's Gretchen and the mayor. Hey, where are you going? Oh. A small gang of dogs holds court in the mayor's office. Most of the dogs quietly watch from the sidelines, but two of them, a sheepdog and a basset hound, are in the heated conversation with Mayor Jimmy. Their tags read Scraps and Daisy. It sounds like you've all got this sorted out. I don't see why you need me to do anything about it. Sorted? This ain't sorted until the town is safe. Now, we may have gotten the beginnings of a militia together, but there's plenty of pets out there who are still ill-informed about those things crawling in the woods. You're the mayor! They'll listen to you. Just tell them to stay inside until it's handled. Listen, Scraps, buddy, I hear you, but the last thing we need right now is anarchy in the streets. It's no use. I told you he'd be bullheaded. He's always bullheaded. Always the sore loser. Aren't we, Daisy? Things are fine. Nobody has to worry about a thing. The mayor pulls himself away from the conversation to acknowledge you. Oh, I remember you. You're that out-of-towner from yesterday. The speaker. The dogs murmur amongst themselves for a moment, then turn to face you. I'm sorry you had to see this little display, but politics can get so messy. This is some kind of dog militia? Yeah, I suppose you could say that. When the town's illustrious leader abandons his kind, it's up to us common folk to band together. Stacy, please, I'm not abandoning anybody, dog or otherwise. You're all blowing this invasion story completely out of proportion. Everything's gonna turn out just fine. If everything turns out just fine, it's because the rest of us protected those who need protecting. So the Scraps I've heard a lot about. The one and only this year's Daisy. We've got a few other concerned locals with us as well, just making sure that cats and dogs of the Hall are well cared for, considering recent events. There are more of those things in the wood every day, popping out of the innocent bodies of what used to be dogs like us. Exaggerating, of course. Well, I've heard reports of creatures coming out of the woods. It's nothing the humans of this town can't handle. It's no secret that Daisy and Scraps are my competitors, of course. It's just like them to jump at the first leg of trouble as an opportunity to run me out of the office. Nobody's trying to run you out of anything. We're just trying to keep the critters of the town safe. How very noble of you, but that's exactly the line you'd feed the voters if you were trying to get rid of me. Have any of you smelled Gretchen? She and her person are missing. Is she missing? Oh dear. Scraps, you don't think. Gretchen's person would never let that happen to her. Or if she is, I'm sure she's safe from those things. A dog like her doesn't get to be that age without a watchful human at her side. Even if she is safe, I don't like the sound of this. See, Jimmy, this is the cost of inaction. Gretchen is a pillar of our community, and she's missing. What will it take for you to finally open your eyes and do something? If you wait until you're the last dog left in Scarlet Hollow, it'll be far too late to save yourself. I get it. You're all very upset, but what do you expect me to do about it? Shut down the town? What about the economy? Do you even know what economy is, Jimmy? Or are you just throwing around fancy words you've heard the humans say? Of course, I know what economy is. I know all about economyism. Oh, good, because I've never understood a lick of it. When the humans talk about economy, I just figured it was some made-up word they yell at each other when they want to stop talking, so please, enlighten us. I'm not gonna to debase myself by playing a game of trivia, not in front of the speaker. I thought so. To answer her question, we did catch a whiff right around here and another near her house. Haven't picked up anything around town since then. Let's hope those creatures haven't already gotten to her. Can you help us find her? You got noses for this sort of thing. We'll do our best. We didn't intend to make any more trips out into the woods, but if it's for Gretchen, we'll take that risk. She's a well-liked dog in these parts. Been around longer than any of us. It'd be a blow to the community if for her to fall victim to those monstrosities. Alright, so Gretchen really admires you, Scraps. Oh, she flatters me, so I'm nothing special, just another dog. The more reason to go after her before it's too late. Don't be so modest, Scraps. You're the kind of dog other dogs listen to. It's a damn shame the humans are so charmed by that charlatan. I'm right here, Daisy. I'm well aware. You think you're so high and mighty, don't you, just because you can sit and stay the best. As if obedience is the best quality in a leader. Yeah, I guess you should listen to the dogs. Your opinion is noted, but I've been mayor for over 14 years. I know what I'm doing. That's 14 dog years, Jimmy. If you're gonna help, at least you can do is not sniff the speaker's ass. I suppose you were right, Daisy. It's just a waste of time. But I need to hear with my own ears if I could really believe it. I'll save the I told you so for later. Let's go rally the others. This town won't save itself. Alright. You and the dogs exit the mayor's office and close the door behind you. They quickly turn a corner and vanish from your line of sight. Alright, Kanika's waiting for me. You just had a full-on conversation with those dogs. It's so weird when you do that. I'm sorry, did you ignore you? What'd I do? Oh, hi, Kayla. Hi, Breddy. Hi, Breddy. Hi, Breddy. Muttering to herself. Knowing dogs are capable of carrying on an actual conversation is going to make being a veterinarian really weird. I guess Oscar must be in the back. I know that's where I'd be if I finally managed to unhaunt my house. Let's go. Make your way back towards the annex. Feels strange to be back here in the light of the day, as if events of the previous evening were all just in a terrible dream. More accurately, it feels as if the events of the previous night were mostly just a dream. That hideous stone carving is still buried in the basement, and though it's subtle and subdued, you can feel the faintness of hums reaching out from it. Awesome. I'll give you a recap. Here's the recap. We go to this place, where we're at right now, this place. We unhaunt it, right? There was a ghost that was living here. We go in there, and basically we give up multiple years of our life to get rid of this ghost. Awesome. So now we're about 20 years older than we should be. And after everything went down, Stella's now missing, so now we're looking for Stella, although I don't really care to find Stella. Oh, no, that's mean. All right, whatever. She knocks on the door. Oh, good morning. It's so good to see all of you. K-Cores! He takes inside of you, standing in the bright corridor. I hope you're doing well this morning. Please, come on in. Awesome. The doctor. You're doing really great, Rosalina. Not a lot of kids your age can take shots that well. You're being so brave. You don't have to talk to me like I'm 5. But you are brave. You really are, Rosalina. You're, like, so badass. Alexis is right. It's more than most people have to deal with in their whole lives, and here you are taking it like a champ. Dr. Kelly's kind of demeanor vanishes as she turns and glances at you. You the one from that skiing incident? Yes, of course it's me. Oh, I see. We have visitors. But her glare vanishes as she takes in your new visage. Her features soften into a look of shock and concern. Mr. Gutierrez told me what happened last night, and I must admit I found it hard to believe at your face. It definitely looks like you had years stolen from you. Whatever that means, it's concerning. I'd like to give you a physical. Anything you say, doctor. Shall we go somewhere private? Please, try to be more normal when you speak to me. And no, I'm not giving you an exam in the middle of someone else's home. Come to the clinic sometime and I'll do it there. Your examination finished. Dr. Kelly returns to Rosalina side. Alright, so, whatever. Tried to flirt, did horrible. How's Rosalina, Doc? She can tell us herself. What do you say, Rosalina? How are you? Tired. My leg hurts a lot, but the medicine is helping. It's not so bad now. Plus, I got to lie down in an actual bed last night, and you have no idea how good that felt. Thanks, K-Cores. I can't believe you got any sleep last night after all that ghost stuff. I just sat on the couch with all the lights on. I don't think I slept at all. No, sorry. I really needed some rest after, you know, the hospital and my fun. Your body is desperately trying to get you to rest. All that activity yesterday was pretty brutal on your injury. It's never going to stop hurting if you keep pushing yourself. So what are you not going to do today? Anything? That's right. You're staying here. No walking around, no investigating haunted houses. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. I should have been better at stopping her. I take full responsibility. As her father, I should have. No need for anyone to step in, take blame for anything. It's the hospital's fault for sending her home. Don't blow her up. Don't blow them up. Don't blow up this house. It's unhaunted. It doesn't need to be blown up. It's gross negligence, if you ask me. But give it time, then you can do all the activities you want. All right, Rosalina? I'm guessing Charlie didn't come back for an encore. Not as far as I know. I slept in Rosalina's room, and I made sure to put on some heavy objects on top of the hatch just to give myself a little extra peace of mind. Well, thanks to you, I didn't see or hear anything at all. I think we're in the clear. I didn't see anything either, but even if something did happen, I wouldn't know. I was asleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. I'm too tired to worry about ghosts anymore, to be honest. Losing a limb will do that, especially if you decide to tromp around the next day like nothing happened. I would have been fine if it weren't for Charlie. Good thing he's gone, then. Let's hope he stays gone. But everyone seems so chill. Shouldn't you all be traumatized? Just because I'm not in a gibbering heap doesn't mean I haven't been mentally scarred beyond my comprehension. Yeah, I'm far from chill right now. Have I been putting on chill vibes because I felt like I've been the opposite of chill this morning? The week started with a man dying, and it's somehow all been downhill from there. So yeah, I'm putting off the inevitable breakdown until I know things are done escalating. I don't think it's sunk in for me yet. I'll deal with whatever I'm picking up now in therapy when I'm 30. That's what grown-ups do, right? How's Reese? He's fine. Had a rough night, but he'll recover. He's used to that sort of thing. He just needs a couple days to get back on his feet. That means no more excitement, not even a movie. I'm sorry to hear that, Dr. Kelly. You gotta get your son some therapy. I don't think he's okay. Thanks for the advice. I don't trust the field of psychiatry. And therapists are just wannabe psychiatrists, so they're even worse. Alright, I love you so bad, Dr. Kelly. I love you so bad. I would totally make out with you times 10. But I think there's something going on with your son that you are just completely ignoring. So, although I would love a one-to-one dance session, horizontal-wise on the bed, I feel as though you need to put your son in therapy, and also you need to get therapy ASAP. There's a bunch of thoroughly damaged people trying to help other thoroughly damaged people. I would not subject my son to any more supposed professional opinions. Oh, tokens! Oh my gosh, tokens, thank you! And I take it and I grab it and I grab it and I take it and I put it in and I put it in and I put it in my drink and I put it in and I... Don't blow me up because I said the truth. Don't blow me up because I said the truth. And what did you get, tokens? What is in here? Can I... Okay. What did you get from your subscription? Oh my gosh. It's the cutest. It's a cat, but it's full of, like, beads. It's really awesome. It's really awesome. It's really great. It's really great and awesome. I'd rather not subject my son to any more supposed professional opinions. And that's not lame. It's not a lame poo. This is actually really cute. You just didn't see quite. Look, it's really cute. It's a cute little. It's a little cat, and you can shake it up. Well, kind of like shake it up, and it's all really nice, and then has a little bell on it because you know cats love bells. Really awesome. What's your favorite food? I'm a huge pasta lover. I love ramen. Huge fan of any type of ramen, any type of pasta. Love that. Easy. We have to get her more things to pull out of a hat. I know, I have to get more things. Have any of you seen Stella since last night? Not since dinner. She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? I'm trying to freak out a little. I really care. I wouldn't say that I care about her, but I would say that I'm worried that she's gone. Hold on, let me get my purple light because the light is starting to die. only I wanted to spend money on this fool, Kayla. You have to be nice to me. Can you be nice to me? Alright, hold on. Alright, awesome. Fill a big bag of cute things, then really hit the thumbtack in there. I would love that. Because that would then, that's like tricking the mind to be like, oh, when you are reaching for things that are really cute and like consumerism, then you just have a chance to actually bleed throughout your fingertips. It's almost nice to Kayla April. Oh yeah, it is. It's almost nice to Kayla April. I didn't know it won't. The notification type. Thank you so much. I take the bits and I eat it. I'm starting to forget a little. I really care about her, and she's just gone. That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. This is my fault, isn't it? I shouldn't have done a better job warning her. Stella was practically banging down your door trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were really going to be able to stop her. There was no way you could have known how she would react when she found out. I'm gonna warn, we found something in Oscar's house that night, a stone carving that gave me and Tabitha a vision about what happened there. There's one in the mines the other night, too. Both of them had a sort of pull on me. Whatever they are, there's something like them in your clinic. I felt it last night. Oh, why is she mad at me for saying that? We hug her for love. I love the freaks. I love the freaks. She gets a whole month. Can we make it a week? No, it has to be a whole month. It has to be a whole month. Would you mind if we looked into it? Yes, I would mind. I understand that these have been strange events at Scarlet Hollow this week, but there's nothing unusual going on at the clinic, and I'm not going to let you snooping around based on some funny feeling. But if something does happen at the clinic, are you worried about Reese? If it's anything like what happened last night, none of you have to concern yourselves with my son's health. I know how you two take care of him, even in a supposed ghost emergency, or whatever it is you're worried about. I remain silent. So, you've got your meds, you've got your nest of pillows, a helpful friend by your side, a cat to keep you company. I didn't even see that they had a cat! Oh, that's so cute. Seems like you're all set. Make sure you do a whole lot of nothing today. I will. Bye, Dr. Kelly. Yeah, thanks again for coming down to see us, Joan. Oh my gosh, 7th streak. That's 1 week! 1 week anniversary. Not a problem. I'd rather she stay put than have to get in and out of cars. I'll call later today to see how things are going. Hope the rest of the week is less eventful for the both of you. Goodbye, Rosalina. Make sure to stay put and keep Pixel company, okay?
Don't worry, Doc. I'll keep her warm. I'm helping.
Dr. Kelly turns towards you again, her usual glare absent. And I hope you'll take me up on my offer, K-Cores. I'm concerned about you. Then she pushes past you to leave Oscar's house. Well, let you kids have some space, Alexis. Why don't you figure out a restful activity for you and Rosalina?
Will do, Mr. Gutierrez. I brought some video games and puzzles for my house, and some movies, too. Whatever you want to do, Rosalina.
Alright, awesome. Pass you down back to the library. What's up? Is everything okay? Yes, everything's fine, or at least much better than yesterday. I can't thank you enough, K-Cores. I'd like to be as helpful as I can from here on out. Now that our little situation is dealt with, I'll finally have time to dig into the town's archives. Our house was haunted because someone was murdered here. The mine collapse the other night was at the site of a mass grave. With enough research, we will be able to get a step ahead of the next crisis. Maybe we can actually preempt it. That is, assuming there's going to be a next crisis, but something tells me we aren't in the clear yet. We should compare notes. Not that I have any to start out with, but if you know anything that might narrow down my research, it could save me a lot of time. Oh, we gotta go to the clinic! I could go to the clinic! I mean, technically we need to go to the clinic because I think that's where the next crisis will happen. But I know I need to go to the clinic because I have some one-on-one time that I need to do with Dr. Kelly. I don't think we actually know much more than you do, but I've got some hunches. I can't help but feel like there must have been some enticing events since everything started. Getting weird seemingly overnight. Oh my god, why is it loud? Can this stop being so loud? Okay, that's fine. What inciting event was or where to start looking for, I have no idea, but it's something to keep in mind. There's a root cause for all of this. Hopefully there's a way to put the genie back in its bottle. I'm going to do my best to find out if have ever been any similar events and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. Yeah, the music does go hard, I will say. It's honestly nice music. Oh, wait, crap! I didn't mean to... I know she just offered me free medicine, but I still don't trust Dr. Kelly. She's hiding something. I don't think we need to go around accusing anyone of being deceitful. No, Keikos is definitely right. I know that's probably not great to hear since Rosalina really needs her right now, but something is up with Dr. Kelly. I'm worried about Reese. And of course, we drop this line of thinking. We don't need to turn on each other based on pure speculation. Besides, she took me at my word about everything that happened last night. This account for something, right? Those carvings that I warned Dr. Kelly about are important. To think there was something like that under my house all this time, to think someone must have put it there. But who? And there was one in the mines, and if you're right, there's one in the clinic. Maybe that's what I should be focusing on right now. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. But I have to blow it out again. I need the MILF doctor so bad. Dude, I want her so bad. I just hope she's not poisoning her son. That would suck. How many of those things are there? If we're lucky, maybe just those 3, but I'd rather not count on it. If the ghost is really gone, we should look at the carving, right? Not that I want to go back into that creepy basement, but that thing has to be the most solid lead we have at this point, right? Not a chance. I know the ghost is probably gone for good, but that thing is evil. And if there's even the slightest chance of going back down there to trigger something, it's not worth disturbing. At least not until we know more. The fact that she's evil is even hotter. I hope she's killing her son. So mean! But what if this is our only chance to... My daughter's safety comes first right now. We finally have our house back. I'm not taking any risks until we know what we're dealing with. I wonder if this could be the work of some sort of cult. I know we're missing our cryptozoologist right now, but I'm not sure if conspiracy theories about cults is really a helpful angle. I don't know, I'm just throwing things out there. Let's not get all satanic panic just yet. I know it's not looking unlikely at this point, but having lived in this town all my life, I feel like I would know if there's some cult that ran the place. Cult doesn't necessarily have to run the town to have an impact here. It doesn't even need to be active. From what I gather, those carvings you've been talking about are old. You never left them here. It's probably long gone. I'll see what I can find. You never know. Whatever we're doing next, I feel like we're missing a vital team member. We need to find Stella ASAP. I agree. We need our brazen energy. If we're gonna do any serious sleuthing. Let us know what you find. I will. Alright, great. So, Stella's still not found. Good to know that you have an open invitation to the clinic today. Finding Stella should be our priority, but it wouldn't hurt to check in on Reese later. It also wouldn't hurt for you to get a checkup either. Before you can suggest your next move, you start to feel woozy. Crap! Spots form at the edges of your vision. Your legs suddenly feel unstable. Your body sending you clear signals of exhaustion. Is this because I'm technically now 80 years old? Great. Oh! And then it passes. Still, it probably won't be long before your body needs a chance to rest. You should plan your next move wisely. Crap. Crap. Okay, so I did a horrible... Why did I have the ghost enter my body? Yeah, I should not have given up my life. I'm now understanding why I should not have given up my life. That's great. Crazy Kayla crippled her character for no reason. Let's check the church. Church? What do you think Stella decided to get religious all of a sudden? The pastor can also talk to animals. I must speak with him. Alright, you mentioned that yesterday. Okay, we can go to church, but please don't wind up befriending him just because he shares your weird animal thing. It's bad enough that you keep bringing Tabitha around with you. I don't want to have to deal with 2 intensely unlikable people on a regular basis. Alright, sorry. Oh my gosh! Thank you! Wait, I grab it! And I take it, and I grab it. Thank you so much, and I grab it, and I... You said your bank said that you shouldn't do anything on Twitch? But that's fine, because what did you get by subscribing? Multiple $1 chips that you can spend on the Royal Caribbean cruise. Here you go. There you go. And then I feed it to you. You can spend that on Royal Caribbean. You're welcome. That's probably what she's talking about. Ika leads the way, taking you up to the gradual slope. Oh! Alpacas? Alright, where is that weirdo? My pie! 3 visitors at once? On a Thursday! 3 visitors at once? 1, 2... I'm only seeing 2. I'm only seeing 2, Doc. Or Pastor. On a Thursday? This is unprecedented. But there's only 2 of us. Oh, no. Were we followed by Ditchling? Were we followed by Wayne? Oh. It's Zane. Sup, old people? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had in the past 2 days have forced me into the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I wanted to see if faith held any answers for me. Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek.
Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart. But when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk.
Sure thing, Pastor D. See y'all. I've been following you on Insta for too long. Really see you stream. I don't come here so often. I stream every single week. Multiple times, in fact.
Yeah! I'm always streaming. I love streaming.
But thank you for following me on Instagram. And I hope that I will take you like this, and I'll cater you like this, and I'll put you back onto the camera, and it'll be really awesome and fantastic. Anyways, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night, and no one to see her since. We're starting to get pretty worried. We hope maybe you or Janie had seen her.
I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas. Though, okay, of course, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private.
Sure, what's up? I guess I'll leave you to, like, check in with Janie. Kitty heads off towards Janie, and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you came. I've never met anyone else who could hear them. You have no idea how long I thought I must have been some kind of insanity. I've thought at one point that there must have been the Lord himself talking to me through them. But they never had anything very insightful to say, so I was disavowed of that pretty early on. Are you not gonna comment on my appearance? You saw me yesterday. I guess cursed me last night. Now I'm old. Oh, and here I thought you were putting on some sort of early Halloween costume.
This is about the spirit you mentioned in the library. I'm sorry I wasn't more open-minded. You've clearly been through quite an ordeal.
Are we sure we're actually talking to animals?
Now that I know there are at least 2 of us, I have no doubt there have definitely been times in my life where I thought I might just be nuts. But it's so consistent, and I've never accepted any other signs of insanity. In my most doubting moments, I've considered the possibility that other entities may be using the animals to confuse my faith, but besides a particularly vicious hamster I had growing up, the most the animal has ever tried to convince me to do is give them more food. So I somehow doubt they're puppets for some unworldly evil. Unless that unworldly evil wants me to overfeed my pets! Have we been cursed? I don't think it's a curse. It can be annoying at times, so can
talking to people.
Not that I feel that way very often, of course. As a servant of God, I'm always ready and willing to talk with my fellow man about anything they need to discuss. Spiritually, I've always rationalized it as a God sign that I should spread his word to even the beasts of his world. I've had mixed results. Seems that the alpacas prefer Catholicism, which they know about somehow, and birds tend to be incredibly heretical. I wish I could approach a scientist about this
without becoming a research experiment.
But I prefer to keep quiet at my doctor's visits. I can't risk being locked away or altered in some permanent way. Not when I have a family to take care of.
Is there a gift why you got into the church?
It's hard to say. I was raised Baptist by 2 loving parents and always was interested in religion. But I've always also known about my talent, so I don't know what came first. If anything, though, I'd say I'm religious in spite of the gift.
It hasn't exactly been easy to square with this, a lot of religious education I've had.
For instance, a lot of religious leaders will tell you that only humans have souls. Well, you and I both know that's not exactly true, though I suppose that gets into a whole different conversation about what exactly a soul is. But those are conversations that I'm glad to leave to the scholars. I'm just a simple small-town pastor. I don't need to ask the big questions anymore. I just have to help people through their daily lives.
Um, so, does your wife know? No, I don't believe there should be secrets between man and wife, so I'll have to tell her one day, but there hasn't been a good time yet. Building a life in Scarlet Hollow has been a difficult process, and the last thing I need to do is add stress of her husband being some kind of circus act. Tulip, on the other hand, I'm starting to have my suspicions that she might share this gift. There have been some particularly nasty rats in the church lately, and she said some things that have led me to believe she might be able to understand them. Oh! You must be Tulip. Tulip, come out of there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back into the woods, quiet as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good? Or are we going to skip story time tonight?
I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise.
I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mom with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed. You can give them hay. Tulip smiles proudly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Sorry, I had to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into those woods a lot lately. It's really dangerous, even for adults. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old. It's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. But if you accidentally walk onto it, you might find yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Tetanus Lake. Tetanus? Yeah, Tetanus Lake. That's an accurate name. If I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it would only make it sound more alluring. How big a trash dump we talking? Would a weekend of hard work cleared out? Maybe if you had construction equipment and a team of professionals. It's a big area, and I have no idea how deep it goes. In the meantime, I'm just making sure Tulip knows not to go near it. What were you saying about those church rats? Yes, the rats. So you and I are used to the sort of chatter we hear from the wildlife. It's usually nothing that needs to be paid attention to. But these rats, there's something so sinister about them, and they must be huge, judging by the sound of them scurrying around in there. Tulip had never shown evidence of the ability before. She's never responded to the alpacas or engaged in conversation with birds. In retrospect, she could have been hiding it the way I did growing up, because I know she's been talking to the rats. She calls them her friends, has been drawing all these pictures of them. Really ghastly things. I've tried to bring it up with her, but she just gets this little smile and doesn't say a word. It's like her fun little secret. It's all innocent enough in the grand scheme of things, but I'm pretty sure they also live out in the trash heap. Ever since she started talking about her friend, she's been trying to sneak out there. I'm concerned she's going to get hurt or get some kind of disease. What have they been saying? They like to try to goad me into crying or becoming depressed. They watch me through unseen holes and make fun of me and try to figure out how to press my buttons. And you're saying these rats do this to you, Pastor? It's annoying, but easy enough to block out, especially when I'm praying, alright? I don't think they're a good influence on Tulip, though. She's gotten quiet and secretive ever since she started talking to them. I'd hate to think of what they say to her when I'm not around to hear. Have you actually seen them? No, but I don't need to. I lived in a dorm that had rats once. You'd never see them, but the church has all the signs of an infestation. There's no mistaking the sound of little creatures stampeding through the walls. Awesome! Can you get, like, a exterminator out here? Pastor Danny, look at Chud Loki. This is Scarlet Hollow. This is Scarlet Hollow. I've left out some humane rat traps, but they're too smart for them. All it does is waste peanut butter. And I caught a possum in one, poor thing. Possums are never very bright, but at least he got a nice big scoop of peanut butter out of the ordeal. Are you sure they're rats? I think so. The pastor shifts uncomfortably for a moment. I hope so. Oh my gosh. Is there anything I can do to help? That'd be lovely. I certainly appreciate a helping hand around here. I don't want to be too much of a bother, and you should probably finish looking for your missing friend first, but I'll be around. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kanika walking back to the two of you. She must finish talking to Janie. Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either. Awesome. Yeah, we had a great conversation. Hope Stella turns up soon. Alright, so, oh my god, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to go anywhere else looking for Stella because I'm in the body of an 80-year-old. Crap. Okay, now that we put some distance between us and the church, what did he want to talk to you about? He didn't say anything weird, did he? He just wanted to talk about a shared gift. Right, your weird animals thing. I still can't believe that of all the people in the world you could have shared that ability with, you wound up stuck with Pastor Daniel. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? What kind of game is this? Some kind of detective? It's a multi-ending, choices matter, RPG, visual novel where you're in this town and this town is run by these really freaky little creatures and it's really strange and weird, and it's really odd, and these freaking creatures look heinous. As you consider your next move, your vision blurs again, but this time it persists. The weakness in your knees returns, your ears fill with static, and you can feel yourself swaying. Unable to control your body, it seems the toll of the pact you made last night is finally catching up with you. Hey, Gekos, you okay? Nope, I'm on the ground. Oh shit, the general store just around the corner. Let's get you inside. Yeah, it's a tunnel ran by Melvins! The bells of the general store chime, welcomingly as Kanika drags you across the threshold. You can faintly make out the unintelligible mumbling of what must be voices, then you fade out once again. Old woman. Sybil sits across from you, a gentle smile of relief washing over her face as you regain consciousness. It's dark here, the sunlight filtering through the heavy curtains weak and watery, partially supplemented by the bright grow lights over the plant corner. Welcome back. It looks just like it's just you and me for now. Kanika's getting some much overdue bed rest upstairs. I went ahead and made you some tea, dear. It should help a bit with your condition. Your eyes drift towards the cup of freshly brewed tea in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with undertones of decaying earth. Decaying? It's the same tea she brought you on Tuesday. Don't expect it to change your gray hairs back, but at the very least, it should make it easier for your mind and spirit to adjust to some of the physical changes you've gone through. Hopefully, you'll be a little less exhausted and a little less prone to passing out. And when you're finished, we can use the leaves for a reading. On the house, of course. Until then, why don't we just chat? Alright, let's sip our tea. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core. Yeah, like I took a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal. You find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. It's soothing beyond what you would expect out of ordinary tea. There must be something magical at work in this blend. Interesting. I could have been busy with life and gym earlier. Happy to be here now, though. Bangs are bang. Thank you for coming. Thank you for my bangs. They're really here. They're really. Oh, thank you for the bits. I take the bits and I grab the bits. And I put the bits inside my drink and I shake it up a little bit as well and get it all up in there. And then I. Delicious. The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth. I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Perlan was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Why were Perlan and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins! With twins. She didn't survive the labor. What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I could tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The youngest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Do they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something. Just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. With skipping town and all. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. But the way Vivian was that night, she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. What's with all the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help me get the full picture. Alright, well, I guess I'll finish the tea. Yeah, guess I'll pretend like I'm drinking the tea. The tea is gone before you know it. The small cup empties, save for what's left of your rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Sybil wasn't lying when she said it would help your condition. You feel aged and worn, but you're a little less tired and a little mentally sharper than you were just a few minutes ago. Oh, good. I'm glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh, dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that I could fit in the bottom of a cup, cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that all of this has to do with whether the ditchling something is coming. Whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. There's a central figure here. A cat. An enemy! A cat! An enemy lurking in plain sight? I'd like to see. I'm sure it wouldn't make sense to most people. It'll probably just look like a confusing mess of old leaves, but you're free to take a look. You take the cup, staring down at it. Yeah, this looks like a bunch of sludge, to be honest with you. I'm not seeing much. Just looking. Yeah, Sybil, you might be the only one that's able to read this. It's just leaves. There's no pattern. Nothing swimming together in the dregs of your tea to give you any warnings or premonitions. Yeah. So, sorry. Oh, looking for fortune within a cup is not only a Turkish thing. I'm pretty sure there's like, it's in a few cultures that they look into the cup to see. Kayla's not clairvoyant. No, I'm not. Boring. I hope that settled your curiosity. Don't worry if you couldn't make sense of it. It takes years to learn this sort of thing, even for someone with your propensities. She winks conspiratorially. Okay. How do I know you're not the cat? That's ridiculous. Sybil's helping you, and if she was the cat, would she warn you about herself? Pick someone else. That isn't you, though, is it? Oh! That wasn't me! That wasn't me! That was like the weird ghost that I have within me. How do I know you're not the cat? I suppose you don't, though I think the cat wouldn't exactly warn you about itself. Okay. Still, you can't rule anyone out, even the old woman with the tea obsession. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connecting to some hidden enemy. Please don't let it be the doctor. God, please don't let it be the doctor. Although, I guess I wouldn't mind if it is the doctor, because then we can have, like, some really weird, like, Romeo and Juliet, like, forbidden lovers. That's fine. I'm okay with that as well. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be playing for you. Judging by what you've told me last night, those stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek these carvings out. piece together what you can from your visions and arm yourself with informations. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you may be able to find another? Yep. I know exactly the one that we have to get to. And oh my god, she's gonna hate me. Dude, she's not gonna wanna like do the bedroom tango with me if I start snooping around her clinic. How many hours of gameplay is this game? I've only caught one other stream of this game. I'm pretty sure it's around an hour and a half or 2 hours per episode. And this is episode 4. So 8 hours. It's been 8 hours. Hold on. Okay, if I die, would you allow my soul residence in your body? It seems your body is a hotel. Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with that. You know what would be really awesome is you get a Ouija board and you can just have everyone in there. I think it'd be awesome. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. You know, the first 24 hours of a missing person case, like, that's probably the most important. But yeah, I guess we could find her later. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. I think I felt another in the clinic. That's good if you can find your way inside and uncover the stone. That could give you a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions and giving any clear answers. You helped last night. Why don't you come with me? I may have been able to see through that spirit's illusions, but I'm not some kind of all-powerful entity. I'm an old woman. I have trouble with my knees, and my eyesight isn't what it used to be. In most situations, it'd be more of a liability than a helpful companion. Imagine if I'd be in those mines with you. Some use I'd be, struggling to climb over rocks and ladders, throw my back out from all the crouching. You know what, thanks, whatever. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. Alright, whatever. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, that cat is ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Please don't let Tabitha be the cat! Okay, as long as it's not Tabitha, I don't care who else it is. Please don't let it be Tabitha. It's probably Tabitha. Alright, let's talk to Miles. See any weird rocks around town? Yeah. You. Awesome. Thanks. This is a very sick burn. You should feel bested by his wit. Is your mom a witch? Wouldn't you like to know? Do you know? Yeah. Alright. Ghosts are real. Just thought you should know. Yeah, I know. I've seen tons of videos of ghosts doing stuff on the internet. I'm not 12. So, Kanika has a cold, huh? Oh my god, Jesus. I saw my hair in the corner of my vision. I thought it was somebody there. So she says. She's trying to get out of work again. Like, I don't have anything better to do all week. Well, she sits in her room watching anime. Says the guy in the Goku pants. Everybody knows Dragon Ball is a good anime. She watches all this trashy shit. I'm old now. Thanks for noticing. Didn't she always look like that? Alright, awesome. Let's see what Kanika's up to. Alright, knock knock. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just gonna lie down for a while. I'm not your mom. No, K-Course, what's up? I'm going to the clinic. I was hoping you would join me. Sorry, K-Course, my mom was right. I'm exhausted. Probably shouldn't push it or I'll wind up worse off tomorrow. Looks like you're on your own. Awesome. Make your way out of the general store and down the road to the clinic. You make your way up the familiar hill, past the rows of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. You know, that's great and awesome and fantastic and all, but I am starting to get nervous. I'm starting to get nervous. I am. I truly am. Also, I have to go pee really quick. Okay. Onwards. No, the stream has gone downhill. Okay, mean. Okay, mean. Sinful activities. I didn't say that. Oh, awesome. Okay. No, I don't like that. You get to the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits its compulsive frequency. It's time for your checkup. You know what, let's see. Oh, a flash of a striped tail grabs your eye immediately. Is a skunk. Oh, a raccoon! Can I help you, Buster? Hey, I was actually, if you were to try to break into that house at the top of the hill, how would you do it?
What? Just because I've got little hands to go through people's trash, I'm supposed to know how to break into a place? There's a hill that'll take you right up to that big flat roof thing. Sometimes a human leaves windows open up there, and I go inside. Don't tell them, okay? I just sleep with their big piles of cloth. It's one of my few joys in life.
Alright, hey. No biggie. Oh, crap. I can't do that. Because I forgot that I'm old now. Just go through the clinic door. You found at times that if you haven't wished to be seen, there's been nothing stopping you from their remaining hidden. Graveyards, abandoned buildings, old tunnels, you've been in all sorts of strange and unusual places without an incident. For some reason, tonight Dr. Kelly's clinic feels no different. Alright, well. To an outside observer, you might appear to be drunk, but there's an unconscious method to your conscious madness. Even though you would be hard-pressed to describe it, there's no creak or moan of ancient wood as you make your way to the door. Silence. You push the door open slowly and slip in. I'm breaking and entering. Ah! You can see Doc at the desk in some room down the hall. She doesn't notice you. You shut the door silently, watching her closely. Aren't you like 84 right now, IRL? Yeah. Yes, but you're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. You're here now, and it knows you're here. You know exactly what it is. Another stone carving, either eager to show you its secrets. Happy 85th birthday! Thank you! My 85th birthday! You've been caught by its gravity and overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. But let's click on, you're in the morgue? Isn't that Reese? Okay, course. He squints, seemingly unsure whether you're the same person you just met yesterday. What are you doing in the morgue? I feel like it's a bad time to flirt. I'm not gonna flirt. Am I interrupting something? No, I was just practicing, I guess. Sometimes I just come down here to rehearse. I see. Being among the dead brings you comfort? I guess. I haven't really given it a lot of thought. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment, a thing on the other side of the wall, of the blank wall, white wall, loosens its pull on you. You kind of look possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Make him understand? Use your words. Don't let this fervor consume you. Be present in the moment. You can hear deeply and take in your surroundings. You can't help but notice that one of the body storage drawers is labeled Perlan Scarlet. There's some kind of magic going on, man, but it's telling me I need to get behind that wall. There's guns back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? It's probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the doc out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the doc out of our hair? Yeah, if I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. And most of the time, it's true anyway. How'd you learn that little trick? When you're a teenager whose Dr. Mom will leave you alone for 2 seconds, you learn how to make it happen. Thanks for understanding. I'll mention it. If there's anything I could do to be actually useful, I'm happy to help. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear a soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I'd just pick some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyways. I'll go pick up some orange juice and get some ginger ale, too. That'd be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed till I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear a footstep move down the hall and the front door opening and closing. It worked! The asterisk rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. Alright, let's bust down this wall. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you. And with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. Awesome. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious where it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. Alright, let's try the doc's office first. Make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe here. He's right. Cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medicinal supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on them. Read the files. Reese stops in the doorway, turning to watch you leaf through the documents. Find something interesting? Your family's death certificates. Let's see. Cause of death for Perlane. Sleep apnea, discovered by her daughter, Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. No autopsy performed. Tabitha's middle name is Chrysanthemum? I wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. I think it's pretty. Let's see, Edwardines. Died February 12, 2003. Aged 89. Cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Perlane Scarlet. Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90. Died of a normal old person illness. Enoch Scarlet. Born September 9th, 1887. Died August 20th, 1957. Aged 69. Cause of death, fall from cliff. This one has the coroner's report attached. Organ sustained impact injuries. Lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Oh, an actual autopsy report. Looks ancient. You quickly flip through a few other Scarlets whose names aren't quite as familiar. Theodore Scarlet died age 28, cause of death, crushed in mine collapse, body not recovered, signed by his brother Enoch Scarlet. Joseph Scarlet, born 1920. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. These must have been Edwardine's brothers. Certificate of fetal death. Infant boy Andrew Charles Scarlet. Hold on. That sounds a bit... hey, you know what? Maybe some names are common. Delivered April 3rd, 1945. Stillbirth. Mother was Edwardine Scarlet. Cause of death, complications during birth. No doctor present. Home burial. Alexandra Scarlet, age 9. A lot of these are aged, like, they don't make it to the they don't make it to 10, they don't make it to 90, they don't make it to 70. They're not making it to, like, 60. They're dying at, like, age 49. That sort of thing. Signed by Mother Edwardine Scarlet. Alexandra, the owner of the doll, so she went missing. Marybelle Scarlet. Died October 30th, 1963. Died aged 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth. Signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Oh, that's a lot of kids to outlive. Yeah, I think so as well. Reese's eyes flick up to the doorway, and a second later you hear the sound of the front door handle being turned! It's on your shoulder before you even sure what's happening, and you're pushed back into the front door. Shh, I'm not supposed to be in here. We gotta hide. He hurries to the closet door, motioning you inside. You slip past him and squish yourself into what little space is available to in the nearly full closet. Reese is close on your heels. Littleman. Together you listen as the doctor makes her way to some room deeper into the clinic. In the silence of the tiny closet, every breath seems too loud, as if he could expect Dr. Kelly to hear it from wherever she was across the house. You'd better wait a second, just in case. You're momentarily distracted with the danger at hand by Reese's sudden closeness. It's almost strange to be in here with him after the way he was hidden away for the first few days of your week in Scarlet Hollow. It made him into a seemingly mythical figure, the tragic artist wasting away in a basement guarded by tyrannical warden. Now he's right in front of you, a flesh and blood human being, one you could reach out and touch if you so desired. I like you, you're interesting. As with the door shakes slightly, you realize his hand is trembling on the wall. I think you're interesting too. You see a blush rise from his cheeks as he tears himself away from your gaze, trying to hide his face under the guise of staring at the office beyond. The doctor's footsteps return, the floorboards creaking as she makes her way back towards your hiding spot, interrupting your quiet moment. Footsteps return. They get louder, approaching the open office door, and they stop. Much to your relief, she opens another door, leaving the main clinic. We're in the clear. Woo! We've probably only got another minute or two till she comes back, so let's make it count. The medical supply room is probably our best bet. If any other room in the clinic is like to have a fire axe, probably a room full of chemicals. This way. He motioned you down the hallway, slipping through the slightly ajar door of what you assume to be the supply room. Yes, there it is. Keys. Here we go. He rushes over to the cabinet that contains a bright red axe, pulling the glass door open. Your axe. Now we can... Reese pauses, turning to listen intently. That's the door from the house. Come on, if we hurry, we can get you back downstairs. I'll run interference. Just go downstairs quick. You can hear her approaching now, floorboards creaking in the hallway on the other side of the office. You follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pool of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Alright, we're here. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought you told you to get some rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speaker, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put on earplugs to drown out all the industrial clanging you listen to. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending your time down there. It can be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay. I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close and the sound of Reese ascending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Woo! Hey. You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? Now, of course I do. I'm sad all the time. Alright. Glad my taste in music is finally coming in handy. It's exactly the cover we need. Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, now, yes? Have at it. You perch the far end of the morgue, axe practically singing through the air as you strike the wall. First cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There's some structure behind it, some wood frame holding it in its place, trying to stand between you and what waits for you on the other side. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your efforts. Oh. Holy. The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound of the wall. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell. Ew. It's like the room is slowly filling with dirt. With the stink of the grave-like room, beyond comes an even stronger convulsion. You step forward. Alright, great. And you climb into the hole. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades, just some flimsy drywall. Why is this place hidden away? A lot of awful stuff happened at this hospital. Maybe people just felt the need to bury those memories. Or maybe a pipe burst or something? I don't know. You step forward into the unknown. You don't bother to retrieve the axe. The final wall concealing the carving is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Ah, there it is. Enoch, I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I gonna do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research and I've found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out. I promise. I want to talk to the witch. A witch? But that's nonsense. It's alright. It's all sorted. I'm taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. That's right, Doctor. At this point, I think it's safe to say his body was never recovered. Whoever it was who claimed to be Theodore, it wasn't him. wasn't even paralyzed, as it turns out. Just some grifter trying to take advantage of the tragedy. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. So the injured man is Theodore. Yes. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you'd slipped into a coma or something. You torn down the wall like a wild animal. Found some weird carving and collapse. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house when she was busy in the medical storage room. I figured you wouldn't want to come to in the morgue. I had a vision. Like, hallucination. I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. You know, just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. At least one of those death records is murky. I don't think Teddy died in the mine collapse. My family has secrets. That's a weird thing to cover up. It's not too surprising. An old family like that usually has at least a few secrets, but hopefully that's all ancient history. It's not like it's easy to cover up deaths these days, right? How'd I get here? I carried you. Wish I'd been awake while you carried me! I could always put on a repeat performance if that's the sort of thing you'd like. Ah! Oh, no, but I want his mother. You didn't call an ambulance when I started seething? Still, I said you did something similar a couple days ago. I figured it just might be something that happens to you every now and then. I know I wouldn't want somebody calling an ambulance up for me every time I had an episode. Going to the hospital sucks. So what now? We might be stuck down here for a little bit. The doc is on a warpath out there. I refuse to take my medicine. She's not happy about it. There's no way I was going to take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. I've been thinking about what you said at dinner last night, and I don't see any other possibility. It's been only a day since I stopped taking my pills, and I feel great. I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. You blocked your door? Of course I did. Put a chair in front of it. It's never failed me before. We don't need her coming down here to finish me off, or whatever she might do now that I know that what her treatment plan has been all these years. It was just it was just like a thought that I had. Like, this shouldn't be the only, I don't know. I don't think you're acting rationally. Maybe it seems that way to someone who has been stuck in a basement on the edge of death for almost a decade. It's a deciding moment for the rest of my life. And I don't think we should underestimate her. I think she's willing to go to extreme lengths to keep me here. I have these weird memories. I always assumed they were dreams or hallucinations, but now I'm not sure. I think she used tranquilizers on me. Other times that I've gotten too unruly for her. I don't know how much of these memories I could trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the lengths she's willing to go to keep me under her control. I don't know if you'd be safe either. I'd never forgive myself if she did something to you because I wasn't careful enough. We'll wait until she's asleep, and we can at least get out of the basement, and we can figure out what to do from there. I don't know why your mom would poison you, though. I don't know. The thing is, I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly or if she just likes keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Either way, I don't think I've ever had an illness. I think the illness was just me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She found a cure for that. Oh, we need to get you out of here then. Who knows what she'll do when she finds out what you know? Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kanika. She's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. When I get out of this house, I don't know. I can make sure I don't wind up right back down here. You know what? You can stay with me. It's just a rundown studio apartment. There's a roof over your head and a warm place to sleep when the heat works. And nobody's trying to poison me. It's like a pretty big upgrade. Plus, I'd have the company of someone like you. Alright. You small size distant as you imagine the possibility of a life, undoubtedly for the first time. Thanks, Kate Cores. You have no idea how much this offer means to me. But I guess we're still got to pass some time before we can get out of here. Yeah. Distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's a lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest.
You can always draw me. If you're sure you're okay with sitting for a portrait, I'd love to draw. Yes! There's a quality to drawing that's almost like catching memories. As sappy as that probably sounds, but this can be sort of a snapshot of the night my life turned around. It's definitely a memory worth holding on to. Our character's a woman, right? Our character doesn't. Our character is the person behind it. So I'm playing as a woman. So this is a woman. I'll get you a chair. Can we share a birthday weekend? What are we gonna do to celebrate? We're gonna have a huge cake, and it's gonna say "Happy Birthday" for Cake Horse and Tea Drinker. He excitedly hurries across the room, pulling up a couple chairs. You can see the difference in his energy now that he hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He's more talkative, less slouched. His long limbs no longer perpetually tucked at his sides. May I touch? Okay. I mean, I guess we have to realize this kid hasn't had like a lot of human interaction. Yeah, sure, Blush. Although I would say he definitely does look ill and sickly. But, the sensation of the light touch lingering on your skin as he pulls away. Perfect. He paused for a moment, his eyes locked with yours, a palpable tension filling the room. Let him start drawing. Thanks for doing this. You have no idea how long it's been since I was able to have somebody sit for me. I think it's been since high school, probably. He starts sketching. The scraping of the graphite is quick and controlled. Long lines sweeping across the paper. Although, what is the portrait going to look like? That's the question. He pauses for a brief moment, glancing away in thought. I wanted to draw you since we met yesterday. You have such a striking bone structure. It makes for a truly unique face. Do I take that as a compliment or as an insult? He looks like Victor from Arcane. He kind of does! He glances up at you at every couple seconds, the pencil still moving as he focuses his intense gaze on you. He's built like every indie band from known to mankind. This is so much easier than usual. Sometimes getting the basic forms down can feel like pushing through mud, but this is like breathing. It's just flowing out. Continue scratching out your portrait, the sound of pencil and paper louder and bolder as his strokes gain confidence. I just can't believe I let this go on for so long, that I never questioned her. That I so really accepted the lines she gave me about my years being outnumbered and my illness being some bizarre mystery genetic thing that no other doctors could solve. I know it's hard to see when you're in the thick of it, but I was just so naive. Who knows what lasting damage you mean it should do to me? You realize it is incompetence that's deepening the lines of the paper. It's anger, frustration. Hey, let's just focus on the moment. The future is the future. Past the past. Just exist with me, here and now. I don't think I can, not while I'm still down here. I think it might be a mistake to wait her out. She'll be up there right now, planning something. I don't know. Pencil snaps. Oh no, I'm sorry. I must be acting strange. I feel strange. Do my nails look longer to you? There's a knock on the window. Hey! Okay, Cores, don't get too close to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice, I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the window. Awesome! Good luck, freak! That glass is shatterproof! Enemies upstairs, enemies outside, we're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. What? Thank you for the hydrate. Wayne isn't gonna hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect both of us, Keiko. Ah! The glass shatters! Hey, what is going on here? As he stares at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvas. His ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Oh my god! Is he one of those things? Alright, awesome. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Oh, so that's why he's been taking the medicine. Okay. Leave us alone. Alright, so that's why he's been taking the medicine. In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside of Reese finally comes, and it manifests. The broken basement window is sealed off, and Wayne along with it.
I... Alright, I guess we just stay. You're safe, but I feel strong now. I think it can save us. Stay here, I'll be back. I have to deal with the dog. Oh, please don't kill her! Oh my god, no, please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. Oh, please don't kill her. Oh, please don't kill her. That's what, no wonder that he never called her mom. He storms up the stairs, leaving you with his creations. Warn Dr. Kelly. I'm sorry, don't kill her. You make your way to the door that beckoned to you yesterday. On tree now washed away, you know where it leads, and you know what secrets the stone has that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Sir, beyond the near hallway, leading from the house proper to the doctor's office, there's a monster prepared to do something unthinkable. Grasp the handle and turn. Duck! Ah! Don't shoot! She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. It's only a pop. The projectile leaves a barrel, whizzing past your ear. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls the tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're gonna have to try harder than that. No, how did you? As if you could hope to stop me, pathetic waste of flesh. Poor Wayne takes another step down the stairs. Paint flows out between the cracks in the wood. Reese's panic, pulling in a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. The artist darts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by stunning globs of paint. So is Wayne a good guy? I'm still not really sure. I think maybe. You run forward, braving the onslaught of Reese's creation, dodging the best that you can as you try to see where Dr. Kelly went. The door in front of you is smothered in paint. Hey. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, K-Course, I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. What the hell is your son, ma'am? I wish I knew. He was fine until he hit puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was gonna be a bitch, but they don't know half of it. I need to get to the medical storage room. There can be further instructions when you're there. Alright, awesome! I'm here. Great, now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. Unicon system, huh, Doc? Good, you should hear this. Hey, Cars, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not going to hurt anybody else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just going to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down in that basement. Maybe someplace even worse. Keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now. Better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. I'm just scared because she knows she finally has to pay for what she's taken from me. I'm not gonna let you kill someone, Reese. Why not? She's afraid I might die. Does she know those tranquilizers aren't gonna kill me? Does she care? Trust me, Reese, I've always been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you. Tell yourself whatever lies you have to, Mom. If you wanted a good relationship, you had your chance. You decided to convince me I was dying instead of letting me exist. Don't try to spin it like some kind of crime of passion now that the consequences are staring you in the face. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. What the hell did you do to my shoulder? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. Alright, well, who are you then? Grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. Alright. Tranquilizers, head for the safe room. Medical storage room, back of the hallway, Dr. Kelly disappeared. Alright, awesome. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint, sealing it shut. Hurry, I don't think I can keep it open for long. You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. Alright, squash it. She stomps on it. Painted Viscera, splattered across the cement floor. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. What's this room? Old X-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized the whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. Glad I could finally come in handy. Let's talk, Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. When'd you find out? A little after you hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, and a few extra. Thick nails, sharpened teeth, elfish ears. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. There's nothing like what he is now. A couple inches and some facial abnormalities, and enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off or maybe a hallucination, but the second time it wasn't as subtle. It didn't go away easy. So I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. Alright. Awesome. This is great. I really hope Wayne guy will not die, because right now he's been pretty awesome. So I don't want him to die. How did I know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. He only had 3 incidents like this. Maybe 4, depending on what counts. The worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different. I just make sure to stay on top of his doses, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. What is he? At first I just thought he was some kind of werewolf, but if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Sever doesn't do shit to him, and you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him or how his body does it, but he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess it'll have to remain a mystery. Was his dad similar? Strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face, so I'm guessing that he was. Great. Oh, I wish I knew. Race just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day? I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet. They were just dreams. But then all of a sudden my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. The relationship between you seems so difficult. Yeah, you could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I would be ready. But he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was going to be a sunshine and roses forever. No matter what, kids grow up and they change, sometimes for the worse. This is part of being a mom, too. Doing what you can to make sure the child you brought into the world isn't going to go around eating people. You know what? Okay. I'm not a mom, so maybe that's something that every mom has to go through. How do you know that he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. Murdering is number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's usually just sad, but every now and then we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens any time he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. Don't you think it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy? No, don't preach to me. Is he a sweet kid most of the time? Absolutely. And Ted Bundy was sweet to the people he picked up off the side of the road. Didn't go ahead and slaughter them anyways. I know what my son is capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody. Alright, what's the game plan, both short and long term? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, then I lock him in here. Then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. There has to be some other way. It's just gonna make him feel trapped. It sure is, especially since I'll have to isolate him even more now that he knows what's going on. He's going to hate me. You gotta work with what you've been given, and what I've been given is ethical dilemma, where I let my son kill me, freeing him to go out and kill others, or imprison him for the rest of his life and force feed him poison to keep him controllable. Or, the third option, kill him. I have to decide which outcome I can live with. While we're at it, any other secrets you've been keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all this out loud. Alright, well, I guess the sound of distant breaking glass goes at the sides of the clinic outside the safe room. This might be game time. Get those tranks ready. You have to get this door open before we cross the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Hey, Reese, just be nice. Please be nice, please. Oh, awesome! Oh, that's great. Awesome. Oh, that's disgusting. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. You and Dr. Kelly tranquilizer darts. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at her son. Okay, of course, I thought we were in this together. No! Thank God. Attila sighs heavily, staring down at the warped figure of her son. I can drag him into the safe room on my own. I'll meet you in the front when I'm done. You return to the entrance of the clinic. Everything is quiet now. Only streaks of paint where Reese's minions had once roiled out of the cracks of the wood. I hope you understand that this needs to stay between us. I don't care how much you feel like you need to share what just happened with other people. The more people know about this, the more trouble it is for me and for him. I don't need any more well-intentioned escape plans. Can I come visit him? As long as you don't bring anyone else along. Yes, that'd probably be good for him. I can't promise I want to see you, or that he won't have some harsh words if he does, but I don't want him to be entirely isolated. By the way, there's a magic stone in your basement, just thought you should know. Also, we busted a hole in the wall down there. Okay, thanks for the heads up, I guess. Do you think you'll let any of his friends in on this? She heaves a sigh. I'll have to think about it. We'd run the risk of one of them trying to break him out, but if he's stuck in a windowless room with no internet and no friends, that's a one-way ticket to insanity. Then I'd have an insane monster in my hands. Stella in particular would be a problem. That girl never knows how to mind her own business or follow other people's rules, and she would have absolutely no fear of what might happen if it was cut loose. Kanika, I might consider. She's got a bit of a bleeding heart and pretty inflexible morals, which could be a problem. On the other hand, I don't know how well she could keep a secret, and if Stella found out, then Kanika could probably be convinced to do a jailbreak, then blow up all in my face. You could probably tell I've put a lot of thought into this. It's the same calculation I've been doing for years, debating whether or not I could be fully upfront with any of them instead of just pushing them away and hoping they didn't notice what was really going on. She sighs again. Maybe I'll get him a kitten or something. Like they did for Coco, the gorilla. Might as well give him a tire swing while I'm at it. Some enrichment for his enclosure. I hate that I have to do this to him. I'm sorry I came here. I feel this was all my fault. I tried to get you to stay away for a reason, but what's done is done. Who's bound to figure it out sooner or later? I'm just glad there was an extra pair of hands around. Could have gotten a lot worse. Much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I have to get to work. Gotta clean this place as best I can before tomorrow. I miss the characters in this game, but I F with the MILF Halvey. I love her. I love Dr. Kelly. And you should probably get home. It's dark. I'm sure your cousin is worried about you. Hug her! You put your arms out for a hug. No offense, but I'm not a hugger. See you later. Alright. Oh my god. She firmly escorts you to the door and closes behind you. Awesome. She hates me. The night is oddly... Oh, and also Stella's still gone. So I went through this whole, like, side mission, and Stella's still, like, gone. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream. And now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Let's just go home then, I guess. You're interrupted by the sound of panting and the telltale jingling of dog tags. I bet they found it's the dogs. Yes! It's the militia! They've poured out of the woods to stand before you on the road. You were looking for Gretchen, weren't you? We found her in her person. They're by the side of a road a little ways through the woods. They're both fine, but the human would leave when we tried to make her, and Gretchen insisted on sticking by her side, so we'll have to take you to them. Hopefully you can use your people's words to get them to go somewhere safe. Those are crawling with those awful creatures. It's not safe anymore, not even for a human. You are very, very good dogs. Lead the way. Yes, we are good dogs. Hear that, Scraps? I'm not in it for the accolades, Daisy. I just do it for the help of those who need it. Alright, lead away. Before long, the tree's thin. You find yourself on a steep hill by a 2-lane road, lined on one side by sheer rock. And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully at the asphalt, is Stella. And there they are. Keep them safe. Be seeing you, speaker. You sit on the log beside Stella. Okay, of course, that ghost really did a number on you. What are you doing out here? There was something I had to check out. I've been sitting here since last night, just waiting. But nothing happened. I'll probably just head home in not too long. Please, just talk to me, I'm begging you. Stella faced you for a moment, desperate eyes trying to force out words a part of her thought she would never have to say out loud. And then she turns back to the road. This is where the accident happened. My parents died on this bend of the road. They were taking me to college. I was lying in the back seat. It had just rained, and the sun was finally coming out. Alright, this is gonna be the end of this, I'm assuming. Gotta sleep, it's 5 a.m. My eyes hurt. Love you, good night, chat. Good night, and I hope you sleep so well and no bedbugs bite. Holy crap. Holy crap, they got decapitated? Wow. Sorry, I know that's probably a bummer to talk about. No, you know what? You can continue on. I kind of feel bad now that I've hated on you all this time, knowing that you now you've witnessed your parents get decapitated in front of you. It was awful. Really messed me up for a while. I think I'm still messed up. There's whole years of my life after the accident that felt like they just never happened. Like every time I try to remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. At least it hasn't been like that for a while, thank God. I've never talked about this stuff before with anyone. I'm so sorry I didn't know. You have nothing to be sorry about. I should have talked to somebody. I shouldn't have just run off. You've tried to be there for me the entire time I've known you. I should have just let you in. But if it's not too late, I want to let you in now. Two of you stare out on the road. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened, and I ran out here to see if maybe it would happen with them too. Even if it's meant seeing the crash again or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. Oh, I feel really bad. You know, I'll take your hand. I'm sorry. Reach out to her, take your hand. It's warm against the cool night air, and the skin of her knuckles is soft. Sorry, I have to burp. Sel turns to look at you, her sad eyes meeting yours, but a smile creeps up the corners of her mouth, her dimples beginning to crease. Her hand shifts, her calloused palm fitting into yours, her grip tightening. It's strong and comforting. You can tell she feels held, and so do you. Oh, I feel really bad. You're nasty. You have to release it. Oh, it's okay, Stella. She smells a little sweaty. Also, awesome. It's nice. Take in a deep breath, stroking around with your thumb, letting her lean into you. She rests her head against her shoulder, closing her eyes serenely. Am I busy? I mean, I'm playing this right now, so you could say that could be counted as busy. The hint of a smile spreads onto a barely contained grin that finally chases away the worry in her features. We could always wait a little longer. So nestles into her well-muscled shoulder. I wasn't looking what happened to her parents. So she was going to college, and on this bend of the road, a tractor trailer came and crashed into the car and completely decapitated her parents right in front of her. So that sucks. Gretchen pants lazily and stills up. Oh, I love Gretchen. Nothing happens. Nothing continues to happen for a few long minutes. I think I'm ready to throw in the towel. It's not like if we keep it on low because my nose can't take it anymore. I will keep it on the high. It's not like I would want to see them like that anyways. I guess I came out here hoping I might get the chance to say goodbye or something like that. So I didn't get the chance when they were alive. Just because they weren't there, it doesn't mean they don't love you, wherever they are. That's a nice thought. I've thought about a lot about what might come after, whether they're somewhere else or if they're just stopped existing. I guess we've seen at least some evidence of the afterlife. I hope that means that there's a good version too, where they're still on that long car ride listening to Dad's tapes with a place in the back seat for me when I eventually catch up to them. And then it won't matter that I never got to say goodbye. You have a long life ahead of you before that. You're right.
When all that happened, I felt like the end of the world. Felt like nothing was ever going to matter again. She straightens up, stretching her neck. Gretchen hops down from her lap, tags jingling in the quiet night air. I know that stretch. Oh wait, I know that stretch. It's the time to go home stretch. Thank the Lord. I'll be sleeping in my own bed tonight. Thank you, Keikos, for talking sense into this girl. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. She doesn't need to hear about this tonight. I suppose I could ask you to walk me home? I don't want to flirt. I'm not flirting with her. Of course, I'll lead the way. She smiles, she scoops Gretchen up under her arm, and the three of you make your way back down to the mountainside, returning to the sleeping holler below. And this is me. Do you want to come in? Tip dialogue options marked romance will start a romantic arc with the character you're talking to, and we lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters. But we're both girls! No. Oh my god, should I... Okay. This is explore, not romance. No, I won't do that. Wait, save? Oh wait, you're right. I should probably save. I want to see if I do both girls. That hasn't stopped me before. Oh! Okay, I thought it was, alright. I have to really head back to the estate. Tabitha's probably worried about me. Those expression sinks little, though. She tries to hide it. Oh, yeah, she probably is. I shouldn't have kept you out so late. I'm sorry. Hopefully she doesn't give you an earful because of me. I'd better get to bed. See you tomorrow. Thanks again for coming out there to find me. I didn't realize how much I needed to just talk to somebody. See you tomorrow. She gives you a tired wave before retreating into her house. Time for you to get home, too. He appears as if out of nowhere, close to what at first looks like blood and gore. You quickly realize it's paint. Evidence of his altercation with Reese. I'll walk you. Thank God you're okay. I was worried Reese would have gotten you. Wait a minute, it's a strange kind of coughing sound. You realize he's laughing. Shall we? Wayne walks just ahead of you in complete silence. And near. Ah! Okay, wait, let me do this. Let me see this before. Did you know Reese was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly, I wasn't sure. But now I know. I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Are you going to lecture me? You were free to make your own decisions. And those decisions have been made. I know that something pulls at you. Now that it's started, that you cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kanika or Sybil? Why not Tabitha? Because you're special. Oh! Me? I'm special? But why? Why am I so special? You simply are. Do you not feel the ties that bind us? They're unbreakable. I found my family's death records today. Things aren't adding up. Good. You're starting to see the holes then. Look for more. You don't need to keep coming up with new topics of conversation to fill the silence. Oh wait, no! Crap! No! No, 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 no. Load. No, load. Load, 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 load. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll do this. Oh, family death record. Should I see the whole? Look for more. Okay, flirt. I miss you today. Wish you dropped in sooner. I'd like to give you your space. I don't want you to feel like I'm boxing you in. Free to make choices for yourself, but I'll always be there to step in if things get out of hand. You can think of me as something of a guardian angel if you like. I can't flirt more, bro. Thanks for looking out for me tonight. Anytime you find yourself in danger, I'll be there for you. I'll always be there for you. I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you going to lecture me? You're free to make your own decision, blah, blah, blah. Keep you safe while you do what you must.
Alright, I guess I'll do that. And then he's gonna say, so many freaking... I'm not gonna say there's something bad, you did something bad to Stella. I'm just gonna continue on silence. Why are we flirting with the weird-looking guy? Because he keeps protecting us. Okay, he keeps protecting us, number one. Number two, he's jumping into the line of action. Yeah, you know what? I'm flirting with him. I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. You should try to spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you. And you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well. He disappears into the underbrush. Alright, well. Tabby, I have news for you. The estate feels empty. Oh! Your cousin must have already gone to bed. Alright, well, wow, she didn't even wait for me? What a B-word. No, I'm kidding, I love her. She stumbled into your room and collapsed on the bed. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese. Trapped in that tiny windowless room, all his greatest fears realized, his body no longer his own. But you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And you think of nothing. It's the end of episode... Ah! Alright, well... I guess I'll save that there. Do you with this world state? Please save your game now. Oh, they made Slay the Princess. I forgot they also made Slay the Princess. But I'm not ready for Chapter 5. Chapter 5 will have to be saved for Thursday. But, can I fix my makeup? Hold on. I'm itchy. My eye's itchy. Yeah, I mean... I will say... I enjoy a lot of the characters, except for Stella. I don't like Stella. I don't think Stella has made, like, a very, like, insane impact on me. At all, in fact. She's really annoying. I don't like her in any aspect. She makes me mad. I mean, she makes me mad. Stella makes me unbelievably mad. Hold on, I have to fix my makeup real quick. She makes me just, like, unbelievably mad, but I kind of feel bad knowing that she's been through pretty much the most heinous of heinousness. So, maybe I should be nicer to her. And, but, if somebody goes through such trauma, such as their entire family getting their heads decapitated in front of you, does that inherently mean that I gotta be, like, down with her? I would say no. I would say probably not. But will I give her some grace because of it? Yeah, I say I'll give her grace. Like, that's fine. Is Stella the one that got miraculously pregnant? No, that was Dr. Kelly. Dr. Kelly is the one that, her son is the one that she was miraculously pregnant with. That's Reese. And Dr. Kelly and Reese are kind of, like, isolated in the town. Stella is this YouTuber in the town that hunts cryptids and everything. And she's just kind of annoying because she is always in places that have some issues going on. And she can't take the hint. She cannot take the hint at all that maybe she should not be here. So, Hitler was abused by his father, but I still... Okay, that's different. Well, that's also the same thing where... I don't know. I mean, hold on, wait, I have to blow my nose. Oh, and I just did my nose contour. I have to blow my nose again. 1 second. Funny, Stella kind of reminds me of Kayla. And that's why I don't like her. Any character that kind of seems like me, I don't like. Maybe there's some sort of, like, psychoanalysis that you could be done on that, but I just don't like Stella. Stella sucks. I'm sorry. Where did I put my thing? Bro, I'm gonna start getting mad, even more mad than before Stella came into fruition. Bro. What? Where did my lip liner go? Oh my gosh, don't blow me up. Holy crap, that scared the ever-loving farts out of me. What? I don't have my thing. Guys, we have to lock in. We have to lock in. It has to be here. Is it here? No. No. Oh my gosh. No. No, please. My one and only lip liner that I love is freaking gone. And I don't want to use another one because I'm going to be really upset if I have to use another one. Great. Awesome and great. So, great. I guess I'm going to have to kind of do another one. TLDR, I think this is a great game. Great game overall. Fantastic game overall. Will I say, however, that Stella's probably the least likable character? Yes. Who is the most likable? Tabitha. Tabitha. Easily. And then Dr. Kelly. Even though I did mess up and think that there was a Munchausen by proxy, that's okay. That's actually completely okay. Because it's actually hotter that there is no Munchausen by proxy, and instead she was actually trying to protect everyone. I love her so much. I can't believe there's not a single... Although I do like Wayne. Wayne's a huge... I like Wayne because, obviously, I'm a big fan of anyone who feels the need to be protective. That's awesome. I'm a huge fan of that. That's great. So, I think whoever I could romance... Oh, no, I probably can't romance any of them at this point in time because Episode 5 is the last episode, I'm pretty sure. To my thought process, I think that's the last episode. Crap! So, I didn't do it... God, so I didn't do it right. I should have freaking did it where... If I had known that all of these things were going to happen, I would have freaking romanced them months ago. But, God, I'm so freaking stupid. If anything, I'll just replay this game off stream and make it so I either can romance Dr. Kelly or Wayne. You know what? I like those two. I like the characters that are the least amount of, like, friendly. I enjoy that. How can they wrap it up in one episode, though? Like Eminem. Yeah. Well, maybe there's more than one episode left, but I'm pretty sure there's only one episode left. I thought there was only episode 5 that was remaining, but it could be 6 episodes. I think the game isn't done. Because this was episode 4. Episode 5, I thought, was the last episode. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Episode 6 and 7 aren't out. So there are more? So there's more? So I still have a chance? Okay, so I still have a chance with them. Okay, so Dr. Kelly, I have a chance with. Wayne, I have a chance. Oh, you know what sucks? It sucks that you can't do... I feel like my thing still isn't that great. It sucks that it locks out romance options whenever you go and do the romance route with one. Like, why can't there be a breakup option at some point in time where you can break up with them? And I never said I wanted a harem. For example, if I was really down with Stella, which of course I'm not because I hate Stella, but if I was really down with Stella, and then throughout the next episodes, I'm like, wait, actually, I kind of like the other ones better. Why can't there be a breakup option to go for the other ones? Lose scores? That's not true. I just think there should be an option because it doesn't make sense to me. Just cheat? No, but all romance options are like canceled out. You can't even bother. You can't bother on it. I guess that makes it for like replayability and whatever. Alright, fine, replayability, I get it. Although it would be kind of funny if you break up with one person, date another, and then you try to break up with that other person, that all all romance options are just completely blacked out because then everyone thinks that you're like the town whore. Could you date everyone in Persona 5? No, because there's only one person in Persona 5 that's worthy of my time. And that's Makoto, of course. That's Makoto. Makoto is great. That is great. Yeah! Hold on, wait. Dropped it. You're just not flirt with anyone until you meet everyone. Yeah. But my worry is there's only certain like standpoints where you can flirt with people, especially with Dr. Kelly, because Dr. Kelly's a doctor, so she's not gonna want to like flirt with people. So you're gonna want to get as many chances as you can get to flirt with her. And I know that she's really not down with it. She actually hates every time that we freaking try to flirt with her. Okay, whatever. That's awesome and great. Oops, there goes my purple light. But whatever. You know what? Whatever. No, I don't want to return. I want to press quit. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of upset that Reese went haywire. She's... Wait, very, 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 very important question. Who do you romance in Stardew? Whenever I first started Stardew, I would romance Sebastian, right? So I'd romance Sebastian. Then, when I figured out you could technically date everyone, predictable, alright. Then I went for Shane. I went for Sebastian, then Shane. Then, I went for Haley. Then I went for Haley. Then I went for Sam. You can date everyone if you have a rabbit's flipper. Like, if you get, like, if you somehow, some way, there's like a, whatever. But you can date multiple people because you have that, like, luck. You have luck for it. And you can then, you can date people. And because usually if you try to date other people, there will be this, like, really weird instance of, not really weird, but there'd be this instance where they all meet up in one place and they're like, how could you do this? How could you date all of us? How could you do that? And then they do that. So if you have the rabbit's flipper, they're actually all fine with it. I don't want to hear it, but I will date every character ever, course. Alright. But who do you marry? Well, I haven't gotten far enough into Stardew Valley ever, except for my very first playthrough to date people. So, whenever I would marry somebody, I married Sebastian. Yeah. So, but whenever I played the Stardew Valley mods, the, like, Stardew Valley Expanded, I then romanced the, the other new NPCs. One of them was this character that's our character's age around, or at least my age, and also his mom. And I also romance his mom. So yeah, I did that, but if you get the rabbit's flipper, everyone's fine with it. Yeah, it was Olivia. It was Olivia and her son that I've romanced. They're making Sandy romanceable. How do you feel about this? I'm so happy. I'm going to romance Sandy instantly. He dates a son and a mother. You freak. Well, they had really awesome personalities. So, of course, I had to dip into both. Well, like mother, like son. Exactly. But I like them. So, I had them, and then I had to give up Haley because my sister decided to romance Haley. So, Romantic Weather's the best IKEA. Yeah, I'm sure you would know. Backup account. I'm sure you would know about that. What are peepees? I have no clue what peepees are. Hold on, I gotta see. What the heck are these peepees that you keep saying? And not in the phallic way, but like the. What are peepees? Oh, I know peepees. I've known peepees since whenever they first got created. I have known peepees. I whenever they were on Instagram, they had like an Instagram account. I liked them. I was a big fan of them. But every Mondays get manipulated by a MILF Monday. Yeah. I just found peepees and I love them. They're really awesome. I like the Instagram account that they had where they would do little like info like commercials for them. And they'd have little jingles for each one. It was really nice and really awesome. Um wait. Give me a second. Give me a second. 1 second. Watch him. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. I had to go check on something. But I think after we play the Scarlet's Hollow, I want to either play Slay the Princess, number one, or Deltarune or Undertale. But I don't know. But I don't know. He's gone good. Undertale first, surely. I've never played Undertale. I've never played Deltarune, and I've never played Slay the Princess. So, can you finish Amori soon? Yeah, I'll finish that. Actually, we were just playing that. We were just playing that. Slay first. Play that first. Is it a short game? Is play Slay first, then so do Slay the Princess before Undertale since it is short. Okay, I should finish my copy of Amori for me. Of course I can. I'll play it for you, and I'll make all the right decisions, and I'll actually complete the game 100%. It'll be really awesome and really nice. Pick up ranked Overwatch again. I've never played ranked Overwatch. I hate ranked anything. I hate ranked everything. Oh my god, I hate ranked everything. I hate ranked everything. I will never play ranked anything. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I wish we could finish. No, I'm not a human. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that we have that as well. I could also do that one. But with No, I'm Not a Human, it's kind of, I feel bad. I just feel bad when playing it. I mean, I know that's the point of a lot of the games like that, where you just feel bad while playing it. Like, you feel bad the entire time, but it it sucks feeling bad the entire time, where you think that, oh my gosh, this person's infected, so I'm going to shoot them, and then they're not. Then they're actually fine. They're actually fine and dandy. So they're actually fine and dandy. But I'm the best casual Overwatch player on this planet. Me too. I'm one of the best of all time. I'm like the best of the best. Every time I go on Overwatch, I get messages like, "Oh my gosh, like I need you on my team so bad. I need you like now." And I say, ladies, like you gotta relax. Like ladies, you have to relax. So you're the boat best of all time. I'm the best of all time. It's true. But yeah, that's my whole thing. And I wanted to look at these. What was it? I wanted to look at this Reddit, but I don't think I have. I think I can't remember which Reddit things that I've witnessed that I've read already. So I actually don't know if I could read them, because I don't remember which ones I read already and which ones I didn't, because I kind of got to some, but I didn't get to the others. And um yeah, I have no clue which one. But I think there's I let me see. Um Reddit. Not Am I the Devil? Oh. All right, we have something though. We have something. All right. Okay, hold on. First thing that I came to, that I witnessed to. Let's witness. Oh god. All right, can I see? All right, can I see this one? Is this one? Yeah, this one will be fine and dandy. All right, awesome. I am 28 years old. Oh wait, sorry. I should read the title first. Am I overreacting? I, 28 male, recently engaged but found out my ex, 25 female, has been hiding my child. Awesome. I'm 28 years old and I've been dating my fiance, 30 female, for 3 years. We recently got engaged last month on our 3-year anniversary. Congratulations. Yesterday, I saw on our ring cam that a woman dropped off a letter in our mailbox. Mail doesn't run on Sundays, so I thought that this was weird. When I checked the mailbox, I found a letter addressed to me with no stamp. When I opened, it was a handwritten letter with no name, only a phone number. It was a short message written to the effect of, "Hey, I apologize for sending you this letter. I feel horrible about withholding this information, but I think you may be the father of a 2.5-year-old boy. If you would like to know more information, please text this number. I would prefer to keep this private, thanks." As he says, where now he posted on Reddit. Awesome. This has sent me into a spiral. Right before I started dating my fiance, I dated a girl for about 4 or 5 months. During that time, she got pregnant, and I pushed for her to have an abortion. I can admit that I treated her like crap, but she turned out to be batshit crazy. After the abortion, it seemed like she started to lose her mind. She started to drive past my house and repeatedly call me. She even reached out to my fiance, girlfriend at the time, and claimed that I was abusive. She also told my mom that I forced her to get an abortion. I eventually had to send her a message stating that I don't want any more contact with her, and if she continues to contact me, that I would get a protective order against her. After that, I didn't hear from her again. I'm assuming this letter is from her or maybe a friend of hers. I'm unsure based on how the letter is worded. The woman who dropped off the letter was not her. The number on the letter does not match up with the number I had for her years ago. I'm unsure if I should text the number or not. I've not told my fiance about this. I'm completely freaking out. I'm pretty sure she was bleeding from the abortion and we took wait. I'm pretty sure she was bleeding from the abortion and we took a pregnancy test afterwards, which came back negative. For all I know, she could have been lying about it. I don't know. The dates all match up for it to be my child. I haven't told my fiance, but I'm definitely freaking out. Info. It seems like you are afraid to tell your fiance because you know more than you're willing to tell here, and you're afraid that she will find out that you're not who she thinks you are. Awesome! What? Okay, well then what is... Okay, I like how right after this, he says, my favorite cheese is sharp cheddar, and cheeseburgers typically come with cheese. Awesome. Am I the a-hole after abandoning my ex after an abortion? Okay, that's a completely different title than this one. That is weird. But I may have fathered a 2-year-old with my ex. How do I handle this? Okay. Long story short, about a couple days ago, and I'll have a stamp on it. I'm pretty sure my ex are friend first. You posted this on many different Reddit forums today, rewarding it every time to make yourself look like the victim and your ex like the bad guy. Okay. And then I do want to find out if the kid is mine. I just don't know how to get a paternity test at the courts. I don't even know the kids' names. Okay. Oh, and then here's the update. I just wanted to give you all an update on what's happening the past 72 hours. I got a ton of comments on a few different posts I've made. I wasn't able to respond to anyone's comments because, to be honest, I've been spiraling. I do take accountability for my actions. Also, there's been some people claiming that the story is fake or AI, but I'm pretty sure AI could come up with a better story than this. This is just my life as it is now. I received the anonymous letter that I could have a child on Sunday. My fiance did start to notice a shift in my mood, in which I just told her that I was tired. On Monday night, I did reach out to the person's number that was on the letter. It was not my ex, but instead someone who was close to her. She said that my ex had a child, and she knew that I was the father, so she made up the negative test and essentially faked the abortion! Alright. I'm assuming my ex leaned on several of her friends and was open with them about the abortion, the pregnancy, and me being the father. I, of course, asked how this person got my address, and she simply said that she looked me up on one of the People Finder websites. She apologized for how creepy that came across. She advised that I check my ex's social media and to reach out to her to see if she would be honest with me. Shortly after, I did look at my ex's social medias, and not only did I find out that she was calling herself a mom, but she is also married. I kind of felt a sense of relief because this could be her husband's child instead of mine. Her social medias were pretty private, but I decided to message her on Instagram. I started off by saying, hey, and I waited a few hours in which I did not receive a response, so I just came out and stated my reasoning for messaging her, which was about the child. She eventually responded hours later and was very hesitant to even talk to me. I understand why, so I wasn't trying to be pushy. We kept talking back and forth, in which she was not answering my question directly on whether or not she had a 2-year-old kid. She asked me if I had an hour on Wednesday to get a cup of coffee and talk. I said, yeah. We set up a time to be at the coffee spot. Holy crap. Okay. At this point, I have not told my fiance yet. So, you didn't tell your fiance that you may probably, by any chance, be the father of a kid. Awesome. Alright, so, that's great. I got to the coffee shop. I was a nervous wreck waiting for my ex to show up. When she did, I noticed that she did look different. I'm not exactly how to explain it, but she did look a bit more mature and motherly. I'm not even sure if that's a word. She looked better from the last time that I saw her. I noticed when she sat down, she was very suspicious. But she also sat her keys down. She had a keychain on it that said Mama. Oh! This definitely confirmed my suspicion that she has a kid. She jokingly asked if I had a wire on or if I was recording this conversation on my phone, which I showed her my phone. She immediately asked me what did I want to know, and I told her everything. She started telling me everything that has happened in the past few years, including the pregnancy, her mental health, and how she's been moving on. She says she's been marrying for a year, and she's very content with her life, but it hasn't been easy. She reassured me that she does not want any type of financial support or emotional support from me. Okay. Alright, then what was the whole letter about? And if it was up to her, this conversation would never have been happening. Okay, I asked if I could see a picture of the kid, and my heart sunk because I could definitely see the similarities between me and him. I asked her if I could possibly see him in person. She said that his life would be better off with me not being in it. This obviously made me feel extremely upset. Alright. She told me that we don't necessarily have to be strangers, but we don't have to be friends either. She kept bringing up how I treated her the last few weeks of our relationship and how that had a huge effect on the decisions that she has made up until this point. I told her that I would keep lines of communication open, and if she would be okay with me following her on social media. She said no, but if I wanted any updates, she would definitely give them to me whenever I asked for them. She also made it clear to me that our husband knows the child is definitely not his. They met after he was born. I was extremely apologetic. When we walked out of the coffee shop, I walked her back to her car, and I just broke down. She kind of put her hand on my shoulder to console me and looked at me awkwardly. I could tell she was very emotionally detached from me and probably hated my guts, in which I understood. This morning, I'm not even sure what my feeling is. I'm not sure how I'm going to tell my fiance or even my family. Our conversation did bring clarity to the situation, but it's very clear to me that she does not want me to be in the child's life. I'm worried that if I do take this to court, that everything will backfire and it will be a long time before I would be able to get joint custody. I don't want to be a deadbeat, but I also want what's best for my son. Yeah, tell your... Oh my god. You didn't tell your fiance? Hey man, it's been a while. Hope you've been well. I have been so well. I hope you have been freaking fantastic. But yeah, why would you take it to court? If the fiance does not want child support, doesn't want you in the kid's life, just back out of it. I mean, unless so he wants joint custody. Okay, if he wants to try and get joint custody, number one, he needs to talk to absolutely everyone in his life because at this point in time, his fiance doesn't know that he has a kid that is biologically his. Doesn't know that, and also his family doesn't know. So, no, number one, he's got a get out of jail free card. Number two, he seems like an awful person. The child would be better off without him. I mean, yeah, with the ex saying, by the way, I don't want you in the life, I mean, there's a reason why. But then who sent this weird letter? I was rather post in your update. This is absolutely gross behavior. You don't want that kid, and he has a whole family that loves him. Okay, that is true. The OP did say that he wanted to abort the kid. Yeah, you pushed for an abortion and made her life hell until you thought she had it. Then dumped her, calling her crazy. Now you want back in? Make it make sense. On top of that, your poor fiance, you didn't have the balls to tell her about it. I'm spiraling! Yeah, it's because you're a douchebag. Yeah. So, you wanted an abortion. The kid's here. She's completely kept you out of the kid's life as if the abortion basically went through. But I'm just confused. Okay, I'm confused. Hold on, sorry. This is really weird because why didn't he tell his fiance the moment that he got this letter? If it were me and I had an ex-girlfriend that said, by the way, I have a kid and it's yours, I would be talking to my partner and saying, hey, really weird, I got this message that says I have a kid. Isn't that weird? Yeah, what was the point of the letter if the ex doesn't want him, though? I'm thinking it was not the ex that sent him the letter. It was probably either a friend or a family member that thought the entire situation was kind of messed up and then sent him a letter and be like, hey, by the way, you have a kid, and just letting you know, like, this kid is here. Little FYI, you should probably check up on whatever. Okay, why does he keep talking about cheese? Whatever. Thanks. She claims he's better off not knowing me because I pushed her to get an abortion. I didn't want him anyway. I'm sure the courts will take this in consideration. Which, yes, they will, in fact, take that into consideration because it's not like you pushed for abortion, she had the kid, and then sued you for child support. You pushed for abortion, she said, you know, I'm just taking the kid, and you just won't be involved. Easy. He wanted his fiance to know he abused his ex because telling about the kid would open Pandora's box. Exactly. This makes me feel like state-mandated psychoanalysis should be required after a certain age, and depending on the results, a state-mandated vasectomy. I just think it's this. All right, let's see what he says here. Hold on. Can I just view this? This is why I hate viewing Reddit on mobile, because why can't I see whatever? Although I'm stable right now, it would be a big adjustment to now have a child. All right, then don't have a child. I do not appreciate my ex as an unfit. I do not believe my ex is an unfit parent at all. I do take accountability and all of the blame for how I pushed her to get an abortion. She seems to care about his well-being above anything else, and I can respect that. I do want to see him and be a part of his life. You don't get to be a part of his life. All right, whatever. But I do not want to disrupt his life. Okay, so end of statement. From the pictures, he seems very happy, and it seems like they do a lot of things as a family. It's a complicated situation. All right, awesome. I, yeah, I mean, I, I, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, this guy just sucked. This guy just sucked, genuinely. All right, well, what's this one? I'll do this one, and then I'm done. There's too many Reddit people that I can't deal with. All right, all right. Am I the a-hole for playing mediator in a fight between my girlfriend and my friend over his past dark jokes? I, 20 male from Brazil, am dealing with a situation in my friend group. I'm caught right in the middle. A few years ago, my core group of friends and I started a 2-year IT course. There, we met a new group of people who eventually became our friends too. Here is the context. The new group of friends really does not like edgy or dark humor. My friends and I had to filter ourselves a bit, which was fine. However, one of my older friends, Gabriel, 20M, has a very specific sense of humor. His jokes were mostly light, but sometimes were heavier. For example, making a joke about how women belong in the kitchen washing dishes. Alright, well, that's not the worst that we've seen. To be fair, Gabriel, he usually kept these jokes strictly within our original circle of guys, and he actively avoided making them when the girls from the new group were present. However, they still managed to overhear them from afar sometimes, or just knew about his humor. Because of this, the new group quietly rejected Gabriel. They tolerated him, but always with a rejection face. They never actually talked to him about it. Over the years, Gabriel matured and got better filters, but never targeted anyone specifically. Now, the main event. A few days ago, we went to a mutual friend's birthday party, about 14 of us. Gabriel was on his best behavior, quiet, no controversial jokes, nothing. During the party, we played Werewolves, a social deduction game. Someone randomly voted for Gabriel to be eliminated. My girlfriend, Melissa, 20 female, who is a part of that newer group, agreed to vote him out. The host asked, "Why are you guys voting for him? It sounds like you have something against him." Melissa replied, quietly, but loud enough for half the table to hear, "Yes, actually, I have everything against him. It's not just me." Gabriel was visibly upset. The host said that was uncalled for in public, but to avoid ruining the mood, we just kept playing. After the party, Gabriel texted our group chat saying that he felt extremely disrespected by Melissa's comment. Here's where I may be the a-hole. I tried to mediate the situation. I replied in the group chat, agreeing that Melissa's comment was unnecessary, especially since Gabriel hadn't done anything wrong that night. However, I also reminded Gabriel why she feels that way, in that even though she shouldn't have said it, she had her reasons. Gabriel got very angry at me. His defense is that his jokes were never directed at anyone. He kept them at his own circle, and if somebody was bothered, they should have asked him to stop or left. Melissa found out what I said and is also pissed. She refuses to apologize, saying her comment, quote unquote, wasn't a big deal, and that he had said much worse things in the past. Gabriel refuses to apologize for his past jokes because he feels he did nothing wrong. Neither will apologize. Yeah, information. What's funny about a woman belonging in the kitchen joke, in your opinion? Are we supposed to laugh? Yeah, I mean, not the worst joke that I've heard. I've heard a lot of misogynistic jokes. This isn't the worst, I will say, should he asked that for the game only because the other person started voting Gabriel out for no reason in the game. That was really no other reason for voting Gabriel out. I didn't think this post was going to get this much attention. I have so much to say, but most important thing I wasn't clear is I agreed with my girlfriend. Clearly, he's wrong. Okay, so he's wrong. All right. If you can't accept criticism on how you carry yourself or feel bad when somebody calls you out for how you act, then maybe you aren't acting accordingly. I agree with that. If you are making like dark, edgy jokes, I won't even say this is a dark, edgy joke. I mean, it's just a misogynistic joke. Which, if you want that, if you want to say that, whatever. You can say as much dark, misogynistic jokes as you want. Just keep in mind, you aren't gonna have a ton of women in your circle, right? You're not gonna have like a ton of them there. Keep that in mind. But also, if you can't have somebody be like, oh yeah, I'm voting Gabriel out because I'm a woman, and he said like, oh, women belong in the kitchen, so like, haha, let's like take him out. Then if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. Because leave the women in there, in fact. Leave the women in there, in fact, since they're there. But I think Gabriel's a bit of an unfunny prick, but did nothing too bad overall, depending on the context. However, it's fine to have a problem with Gabriel, but making it a bigger public issue is not the right thing. OP is not the a-hole for trying to mediate. I don't think OP is the a-hole for trying to mediate. I think this is a very... You're trying to help everyone be friends. You're not the a-hole for that. Will some people have issues with dark, edgy jokes or misogynistic jokes? Yes. I mean, yes, they will. And even though these jokes might have been a few months ago, you can't think that everyone's just going to be hunky-dory. One of my best friends will make stupid jokes to say, but people won't agree with, and my whole policy with that is, because I don't agree with what he says, if somebody has a problem with something he says, then that's his problem. I won't defend him at all if somebody he says offends somebody. I could also agree with that. Oh, sorry. Also, my skin's rubbing off. Give me a second. But I agree with that. I feel like I don't think this is a am I the devil. They put him in am I the devil? I don't think he's the devil in this. He's just trying to like mediate. He's trying to be like almost borderline people pleaser, where he wants everyone to get along, sort of ordeal, which is in of its own sector. Do I think that some jokes you don't say in front of people? In fact, yeah, I will say that. I will say that. I gotta get up at 4 in the morning, so I gotta dip. Oh my gosh, I wish you the best of luck, Bodhi, and I hope that you do so well in your job. I may return Thursday. Thursday stream. It's just the Walking Dead situation. I'm just gonna stop being friends with him, and I tell him think better. But if he gets his ass beat, then that's on him. Yeah, I think if he gets like, if somehow, some way, he says the wrong joke and gets pummeled for it, I'm not gonna pull him out of the fight. I'm not pulling him out of the fight. I'm gonna say, you know what? Actually, continue. Actually, somebody got crushed in the furnace on my first day? Was it you? It couldn't have been you because you're still here today. Did they live? Oh, by the furnace. I thought it was like a hydraulic press sort of thing. I hope that they're okay. I hope all is well, and I hope everything is going well with them. God, that's freaking awful. I hope your next day of work is better than that. I hope that he lived, but he may have mashed his whole pelvis. Wow. I don't even have anything to say to that. I have actually nothing that I could possibly say towards that. Bro's been there for like 2 weeks too? I hope that doesn't happen to you, Bodhi. I hope that doesn't happen to you. Oh my god, that's awful. That is horrible. Stay away from furnaces. Stay away from furnaces like in Minecraft. You wanna stay a block away. I don't really know male friend group dynamics. I've never made friends with other men. But from my view, Gabriel just seems like a bit of a prick, and I don't know why they are friends with him. But surely he's got some redeeming qualities. Some redeeming factors. Also, don't like his name. Gabriel's an awful name. I think Gabriel's a fine name. I think Gabriel's a fine name. I enjoy the name Gabriel. Also, why is only one part of my hair? Alright. I'm sentient of spinning furnaces. Reminds me, when I worked in the oil field, I left because a company nearby that did the same thing as my company had a 19-year-old get split in half by 10,000 psi of water shooting out of a hose. So I decided I wouldn't take my chances. Good night, Bodhi. He did not live, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, if you get split in half, I'm not really expecting a lot of life out of that. That is horrible. Oh my god, that's horrible. That is awful. This is like the people always say, "Oh my gosh, the horrors. What can I make up for my show, for my novel? That's like the horrors beyond human comprehension." No, this we are living the horrors of human comprehension. Being split in half by water because you work at a job plant. Yeah, I would say that's probably the horrors. I have stories that are just not unlocked. We still have to have time before they get unlocked. But with that and everything, I have to unlock them by having conversations with people. Have you ever had the struggle with your jokes offending people in real life? No, I don't. I don't make jokes. I'm not funny. At any point in time, I'm not funny, and I've never had like a joke offend people unless it's a joke at my expense, but also somebody has the same like trait as me that I'm making fun of. Like I'll poke fun at my like social ineptness all the time, and only if somebody's like, "Dude, I do the same thing." Like what? They have to be like, "Wait, no, like I'm poking fun at me, like me, not you, me." That's the only thing. I don't think I've ever made a joke that actually really offended people. Cause I don't make those type of jokes. I don't, and also I'm just not funny. Like I'm just not a funny person. I don't have a funny bone in my body other than the old funny bone. So, Kayla's gaming skills offend me. All right, strike one. Have you ever had a joke not land so bad that it offends people? Yes. Um, actually, yeah, countless of times. Actually, countless of times. Actually, countless of times. Um, actually, yeah, countless of times. It's because I'll think of like jokes in my head and like I'll laugh at it like in my head because obviously I so what I do is I'll just like and I say this to everyone, my bestest friend is myself because I have so many conversations with myself in my head. So like I'll laugh at something that I said in my head and then somebody will go, "Oh, what's funny?" And then I have to say it and they'll say, "I don't get it." I'm like, "Well, this is why I keep it between me and me." So, I've had those countless of times. Is that a product of my social isolation and social ineptness? Perhaps. Perhaps. But schizophrenia, of course, the only graphic thing that I've ever seen was my dad's friend getting four of his fingers chopped off by a computer machine and we had to bury them! Was it four on one hand or was it like two on one hand, two on the other? That is the question. That is the question at hand. Oh, not at hand. Sorry, bad thing. Uh, telling jokes to yourself and laughing at them. I think that I myself am funny. I think that I myself am funny, but I'm not funny to anyone except myself. And I can understand that. Um hold on. I got to plug in my thing. Give me a second. Hold on. I also took my hair out. So I cannot look as bald and just having bangs. So I had to take it out. But, I saw the teacher before I left. I said, with you inform you that the word you're looking for is ineptitude and not ineptness. I never said I was good at words. I never said I was good at words or anything of the sort. I will say I am not that great at it. As this guy on TikTok cooked some in his microwave, it was boiled rice and peanut butter for 25 minutes. I think if you're putting anything in the microwave for over 5 minutes, you're just getting radiation. You're just getting radiation right into your gums, and it's probably not going to do you well. And I say that as somebody who has tried to cook things a lot in the microwave, and nothing has worked out. And that's why whenever I say that I'm going to cook, my parents are actually fearful of every time I do want to cook. So that sucks. But I like the hair tied more. It's gone. It's gone because I'm no longer overwhelmed with the fact that Scarlet Hollow is wreaking everything. I know me and Brady said we're on the Things Kayla's Funny list. Yes! Score, score, score. Please, yes. Right before he did that, he also said my microwave is messed up right now, but that's not because of me. I don't know why it's messed up. I'm going to say I think it's because of him. I'm going to say I think that could be because of him. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Oh my gosh, my biggest, all I want for my birthday, besides Tamagotchi Life Living the Dream, all I want for my birthday is a cheap microwave. That's all I want for my birthday is a cheap microwave so I can plug it in outside. And then I could take a bunch of tin foil and wrap it up into a ball with a fork inside and like put it on for 10 minutes and just see what happens. That would be my genuine greatest dream, is to do that. I think, other than going to North Korea, that's also my second dream. But my first dream is to put a bunch of like metal in a microwave and just see what happens. What happens is okay, I know, but I need to see it. I need to see it like firsthand. I need to see it so bad. That's all I want. All I want. All that I live for is to one day get a cheap microwave, plug it in somewhere, and then just let it heat some stuff up. No to both, but wouldn't it be so awesome? Okay, it's fun to me. Kayla, yeah, put me on there. PB&J, yes! Brady Tommy T, thank you. Can you please look up on YouTube, Guy Microwaves Glow Stick? Okay, let me see. Wait, hold on. Let me change this. I'll just, instead of everyone sucks, I'll just do I suck. YouTube.com. Okay, let me see. Guy Microwaves Glow Stick. Glow Stick. Yes. Okay. Hold on. When's the Rocket League stream? Oh, that's on Thursday. I have to learn how to play Rocket League, though. Did Larry tell you that? That, I'm gonna have him teach me on stream? I want him, 10 years ago. Oh, it's the top video. Oh!
Jesus, are you kidding me?
Top video.
Hey, no noise.
You can tell that this is like... This is the early 2010s by how it's vertical. Oh my god! And he's doing this like inside of his house? Oh, please don't. Ah! Why did that scare me?
Jesus, are you kidding me? God damn it, Jack. Come here. I have no clue what to do with this. Did it help me to my eyes? I gotta see what to do, dingling. God.
Jack, why would
God,
you
I
do
told
that?
Not to mess with it. Choking hazard. I don't know what to do if it's in your eyes. God. Don't rub them.
Oh my god, Jack, why would you do that?
Where's the stuff on this, Jack? God, don't microwave it, Jack. Do you have another one of these tubes? No. Not to mention, it's all over your awesome shirt. That'll come out.
It's all over his awesome
If it's not,
shirt.
I doubt it. Don't rub your eyes. God. Yeah, no shit. I said don't microwave it. Don't screw around.
And what does he
you
do? Microwave it
with
and
a
screw around.
beautiful shirt on and get it in your eyes.
I like how he's really focused on like the fact that
Am I ever
it got on
right
his
about
beautiful
anything,
shirt.
Jack? Am I ever right? Can you ever listen? Get this off.
Yeah, just get it off, Jack. Oh, and the landline's ringing. You just know that dad is so mad right now.
Help me!
Don't rub! He just said don't. Jack! Don't rub your eyes.
I'm trying, Jack. I don't know what to do. It's in my fucking eyes! Okay, Jack. You seem fine, and now you're putting water. I didn't say put water. Contact with eyes or skin may cause this temporary discomfort. In case of eye or skin talk, flush with water for 15 minutes.
15
So
minutes,
just sit there
Jack.
and keep flushing away with water.
Keep flushing away with water, Jack.
So you knocked Mom's spider thing down, too. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're good at listening. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sure
Oh,
you're
that's
sorry
kind of
now.
sad.
You can always be sorry after. Where's my fucking goodbye?
Oh my god, and this landline keeps freaking ringing.
I'm sorry I started to dial that. I didn't think I dialed it. No, I had a son that got the stuff in his eyes, and then I finally found the directions of what to do for it. So I'm okay. No. My name's John. Oh, just keep flushing it.
Oh god.
Thank you. Keep flushing.
Oh, that is just...
Yeah. Wonderful.
I like how this all happened, clearly like a really messed up event. They still upload it with the title Glow Stick Blows Up in Kid's Face. And comments are turned off. So Rap Ideas Part 1 7 months ago? Hold on.
So this is for my new song called Nothing Change, or I forgot. I'll have to figure it out later. But here's
Okay.
here's what I want to do. So the melody I want like.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the drums like.
Wait, why is he kind of good at this?
and build up something like.
Yeah. Whoa! Did you hear that? Like that drop? Those little droplets?
And then Phil,
Okay.
probably something like, you know what to do. Or.
Okay, or what else you got?
Or.
Ooh! He's doing that little bird? Holy crap. Yeah, that's really good. What are these? Can these comments? Yeah, no, they're like actually like really. Yeah, I'm down with it. It's like freaking fantastic. Yeah, I need to see this spliced together. This is really good. This is really awesome. I like that. LPS, the JFK assassination?
John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Over here, Jackie. There you are. I was worried. Worried about how I looked. Does it look okay? I know, it's a bold fashion statement. Bow with the hat. Oh, women everywhere, baby. Quick! Yes, ma'am. Oh no. Oh no. They're coming to kill us. Oh. Oh. John. Jackie.
If you're getting shot in the head, you're not saying anything. JFK is not talking to Jackie.
We gotta get you to the hospital. You're gonna be fine. Fine, thanks. Now there's a suspicious character. Aren't you gonna buy anything? No, thanks. Excuse me. Huh? Oh. Hi. We have a barricade outside. He's in there. Go. Thank you.
You're confused. You are. I've already suffered enough.
No!
Lee Harvey Oswald. Yeah. You're under arrest for the assassination of John Fitzgerald Kennedy, our president. He's dead! You have the right to remain silent. Fine. I surrender. But I didn't do anything. I've been here watching this movie. It's really good.
It's really good.
Come on, Oswald. I would keep quiet if I... Abraham Lincoln. The strange thing is about Abraham Lincoln's assassination and the JFK assassination is they have so, and I mean like a lot of similarities. To name one, Abraham Lincoln and JFK were both elected president not the same year, but 100 years apart.
Not the same
So
year, though.
I think it was 1930 something and 1830 something. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact thing. I don't have information with me right now. And there's just so many similarities. It's really crazy. Another one is that Kennedy's assistant, Lincoln told him not to go to Dallas. And then Lincoln's friend Kennedy told him not to go to the theater where they were both shot. Lee Harvey Oswald ran from the warehouse, the book district.
What was their last one? 9 years ago was their last video. Also, yeah, we can do the chip bag in microwave. That's what your pee break videos feel like to us? Wrong. Oh, is that it? Is that it? Can I see experiencing interruptions? Oh,
New video.
sorry. Nope.
We eat the rest of these leftover pickles.
Okay.
Sandwich dill pickles.
Okay. Take a sniff test? Sniff test? Oh, not even a sniff test. He's just going straight in. How is it?
Oh,
Oh,
pickles.
is that? Can I?
Pickle. Dill pickle.
He looks like he's forced to eat this. Does he know that he's not like forced to eat this? Maybe he is though. You know, that's great. I see these are gonna ruin our outcome, but our outcome's been cooked. Look up pancake mines. What is this? Oh, wait!
What the heck are those things? I don't know. They look like pancakes. I don't think they're pancakes. Really? We should stick our fingers all in them and feel around.
Yeah.
No, do not do that.
Oh, no?
Those are landmines.
Oh, pancake
understand me?
landmines.
If you touch those landmines, you will go boom.
Are we sure about this? Okay, let's just
Well,
see.
what else?
See that? This is what you gotta do. You gotta slide in. Make sure nobody's looking. Undetected. Flippy.
Yeah, easy.
Gotta be slick.
Huh. Well, looks like you and me have a little problem here. Well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What the hell's going on here? What is all of this? What is with the pancakes? There's pancakes.
No, those aren't
laying all
pancakes.
over the table.
Those aren't pancakes.
Yeah, those are landmines, not pancakes. So don't touch them. And they burn. Trust us. What? This is nonsense. I gotta get to my job. Okay, I don't have time for pancake bombs or whatever the hell these are.
No, you have to sneak
Well, I'm
around
sorry,
it.
sir, but we had the same problem as you. We don't know what to do, man. Sorry. Ugh. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to jump over the mines. Wait,
No!
jump over them? There's a little space here. Well, if that's what you want to do, you know. Here we go.
Oh my god, why is it gory? It's like this is gore on my screen. There's straight up gore on my screen.
Feel my arms.
Actually, your arms are fine. It's your lower half that you should be worried about, buddy.
Hey, look! Only half of the mines are left. That means we can get through now. Where do you say we go? Well, I don't see why not.
Oh no! No!
It's just a pancake, don't worry.
No! The first war criminal. Oh, they're horrible.
Oh, alright, what do you say we get the heck out of here, hold on a second there, right? Everybody come here! There's pancakes laying everywhere for everybody! Come
Oh
get
my
'em.
god.
Ooh, Oh, pancakes! I love them!
Okay, surely this one won't go.
Pancakes.
Did somebody say pancakes? I want some pancakes. I'll get this one. Where's the maple syrup? This one. Poke. This one. Yeah, this. Pancakes.
Oh, I just want to stick my face all over it.
Oh, I love pancakes. Where are they?
Their entire species are going to be completely wiped out because of these two boneheads.
It's funny. I like to sit on my pancakes.
Alright, then he blows the final one up, and then it's. Yeah. Guys, you can't be laughing about this. This is really messed up.
It's a bad joke. It's a bad joke.
It's a
Yeah.
bad
It's
joke.
horrible, I know.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not a good joke. Alright, well.
Mean.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Hey. No, whoa. Look up Streplo. It's one of the very first videos I ever saw on YouTube. It's 20 years old? First clay dictators. 20 years ago! Oh. Alright, well.
It's a balmy November day, and for fun, I decided to buy a balmy November jacket. I find one that fits great, and the sales guy thinks so too.
You're number one, yeah.
These days are slow, so I do a word search puzzle called At the Zoo. I end up going crazy because I can't find the word lobster. Finally, the hill opens and I get to go snowboarding. I drink tea in December and I pretend that my banana is a cell phone while sitting on the chairlift with complete strangers. They think I'm crazy and I think they're investment bankers. Obviously, I fire the guy I'm talking to.
You're fired.
In comes January and I go snowboarding with friends. We give each other high fives and yell, woo! 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 One of them falls in the lift line and I use my favorite joke, don't move, I'll get ski patrol! No one thinks it's funny but me, and a young lady is holding a small penguin.
Why is this kind of like this?
I wake up and it's February.
This is what I find funny
more frequently
nowadays.
that the
Still.
Dark Lord Sauron, after failing with rings, has moved on to spoons.
Jesus!
I recycle these spoons because I'm responsible and because a monkey falls over in March. My friends and I find ourselves sliding around in a generally downward direction, and I learn a valuable lesson regarding banana peels and me sliding on them. Then, while walking down the valley trail, my balmy November jacket gets pickpocketed, and I don't even notice till it's too late. Huh? So I go to the rendezvous in April, where I and a friend drink some tea.
Are these
and
from
have
like? Are
in-depth
these
arguments about
iMovie
the summer.
transitions?
To settle our dispute, we decide to have an Indian leg wrestle. My friend cheats and wins, so I pour pepper into his tea. Someone tries to tell me that the workers' uniforms are baby blue when they're obviously teal, and it's May. I snowboard on Whistler, and
Get a
while
posture
riding
check?
up the T-bar, I fantasize about a reverse gravity suit
Oh, thank you
that
for the
when you
hydrate.
turn it on would let you ride up the mountain. But then I realized that by reversing gravity, you would actually just fall straight up into the sky, so never mind. It's June, and I'm watching the movie The Ring. Halfway through, I get a telephone call where a soft voice says to me, 7 days. I tell them I think they have the wrong number, and too much pistachio pudding makes
What?
me feel sick. I walk out my front door, and it's July. I go snowboarding on the glacier where I'm
You
attacked
can't-
by a
it's July.
snowball disguised as one of my friends. I go to Java, and while some guy squirts milk out his eyeball and
What?
eats a sausage roll, I eat a cookie and talk with some old rusted slinky who challenges me to a race up some stairs. Then I slip and hit my face. The slinky wins, but I suspect foul play. I go to the lake because it's August and I need a quick cool down. Unfortunately, the beach is packed with people and I'm starting to get a little desperate in September. Although riding on leaves is fun, I go for a stroll through the village and it's dead. An old friend calls me and says we need to talk, so we grab some Slurpees and head out for some late-night lunging down the valley trail. Lunging really is sensational, especially in October, when I decide that after nearly a year off, it's time for me to re-embark upon the quest for the ever-elusive lobster.
Oh,
And
then
that's
we're
when it
back.
hit me. Lobster. 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 Lobster,
Yeah,
yes.
yes.
But also Streblo. Or Streblo!
And then it all comes back. It all circles back.
Finally, I can
Oh.
see what's going on here with the Santa Claus and the foggy park and the blueberry muffin and the drinking of the tea and the pet rock and the crazy orangutan. Streblo. Streblo! No! Damn you, Streblo!
I just wonder. There's only 85,000 views, and this was made 20 years ago. I like how all the transitions are made like digitally, and this credit scene is just all handwritten. Can I sort by? No, it's only. Wow. 12 years ago, I still maintain the position that after 8 years, this is still the greatest thing on the planet. That is crazy. 44 subscribers. Oh, because he's only made 3 videos. Huh. That is crazy. This is found footage of the first Keiko stream before they employed Kayla as a SIA from the IRS to get us to pay our taxes. Fortunately for them, they're not all states-based. Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, that is correct. I can't even remember, like, one of the first YouTube videos that I watched. Because my YouTube, how I consumed YouTube was from my brothers letting me on to the family computer way back when, but they wouldn't let me onto the family computer. So I didn't watch anything. So they just let me play Game Fudge. Oh my god, I love Game Fudge. And you know what's so upsetting is that there was this I've said this before. There's this game, this bunny game on Game Fudge, but you can't save on it. Well, you can't save on like the remastered version. So whenever I play it, I just would get to the farthest that I could possibly get and then leave it open for 2 days, and then it would eventually corrupt my computer and shut it off. So that sucked. But I remember one of the first ones I remember is how animals. Oh yeah, I also remember that one. My parents were obsessed with that, with showing us that, and they showed us that so often that I was like, I can't view this anymore. I genuinely can't. But with that being said, I do have to go. I'm sorry. I know. I have no purple light. I'm feeling vulnerable. I'm feeling not like myself. I'm only like myself when I'm in purple lighting. So I have to go. But I will be back on Thursday. Either it will be the same time, 6:30 on Thursday, or it'll be slightly later depending on if I have to drive my brother to the bar and DD him. So either 6:30 or closer to 8. But thank you. Thank you. Do you know my eyes emit purple light, so I only know what you look like in purple light? Yes! Thank you! Thank God, because I hate how I look without purple light. But goodbye for now, and I hope you all do well.